that I cannot deny. My eyes are swollen with the tears that I've been crying. But to the rest of the world, I was smiling, singing for the courage I'm going to show. With my peace on up, and I said goodbye for the story of a hero. Alright. This kicking, I'm biting, it's comfortable to breathe. See you in the mind, my memory survives. Okay, now I gotta pull up the chapter. What? What? Right now I'm just setting up and shit. The video is probably not gonna start until about the 10-minute marks. We're probably about the 7-minute mark if you guys wanna go pull up to the 7-minute mark, then that'd be cool. Yo, welcome to the stream. You got whoa, Falcon. Damn.
Tittyism.
See, I told you, like, see, you got the titties right there, bro. You got the titties right there. I'm just looking for the chapter right now. How's everybody doing today? I'm not gonna lie, Jonathan Young, that nigga be having some fire ass retellings of the goddamn anime song, folks. Cause that nigga spitting, that nigga straight spitting on them grave. Alright. Where is that?
Goddamn, I'm excited for this chapter.
You pulling it up right now, Falcon? You pulling it up? You pulling up the chapter right now? Okay, so look, Pete, I got two different ashtrays. One's for my roaches and one's for my ashes, actually. And I didn't put my shit in my roach tray. I'm pretty mad. I was what I'm feeling righteous. I know that the truth is hard to digest. 5 or 6 pills in my right hand. Okay. Let me know when y'all got the chapter pulled up yourselves, and then we can start. We can start from there. Alright, sober eyes, whoa. Hold on. Let me duplicate this tab. Because for some reason it's not showing the update for the people in there. Yo, welcome to the stream, bro. Alright. Alright. If you are new here, consider following your boy. We about to get this shit started right now. Let me see. I gotta turn off my juice world, dude. You know it's important when I turn off the juice. You know it's important when I turn off the juice. So let's get everything started, you guys. Yo, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Wolph, Nara here, back to bring you another anime. See, nigga, I've been doing anime live reaction. God damn it, nigga, manga live reaction, nigga. We got the Reverie chapter, okay, nigga. That bitch the drop, nigga. Nigga, the past 2 chapters, nigga, fire, nigga. I read 2 chapters. That bit led to a 6.5 hour long discussion. I think it started off at getting like 20 views that day after the stream or the premiere had ended. That bitch ended up at 30 views like a week later. So hey, I'm perfectly fine with that, nigga. That means people are watching 6 hour long shit. So we gonna continue with the Billion Berry Bounty podcast. You feel me? That's what we're gonna be calling this little segment on Twitch. Or if we on YouTube, when I upload it, that's what I'm gonna pretty much be naming it. So let's get started. So right now we have returned to the Reverie, Chapter 3. General, Commander of the Revolutionary Army. Wait! What, nigga, we getting dragon shit? Wait, this nigga Zoro Zoro took Kaido's fucking whiskey flask, fool. He took his fucking whiskey flask. That nigga said, hey, fool, give me that shit. Kaido got that small ass cup, fool. That cup lasts this nigga fucking ring finger, not ring finger, it's fucking middle finger, dog, and it just stops right there. Zoro just fucking holding Kaido's goddamn wine flask or liquor flask, bro, one hand and shit. Said, nigga, what up, rest? Look at the fucking Bucky right there, drunk as hell. Like, oh shit, we got a dragon and a dumbass. Okay, so story by author, artwork by Professor Gemini. Alright, so the next day, the Room of Authority. The 4th day of the conference should be starting at any moment. What topics are being discussed today? It begins with the subject of relocating Fishman Island. How unsettling. They are essentially carrying out the promise they made with Joy Boy. It might all be in the past, but those fish used to be our foes. Lord Emu had already approved of it. He does not need Poseidon, so this matter is irrelevant. Wait. He doesn't need Poseidon. So I know this is fan made. I always have to say that this is fan made. But peep.
Is Emu Joy Boy?
No, I don't believe that Emu is Joy Boy. And the reason I don't believe that Emu is Joy Boy is because Joy Boy had conflicting interests with the world government. So Joy Boy wouldn't create the world government. It'd be like a conflict of interest. I'm pretty sure that's what the voice situation was about, was like an initial war that probably lasted 50 years or so. The reason I say 50 years because you have to have a certain amount of conflict before a long period of war pretty much ensues. So probably like about a 50-year conflict, but 50 years to lead up to that war or something like that. But I don't believe that Joy Boy is the one who is Emu. You feel me? I believe that Emu is either A, I doubt it because that means he will have to have another time devil fruit as someone from the voice entry, or B, the remnants or the descendant of that person who beat Joy Boy or who won that war in the voice entry. But he said that he doesn't need Poseidon. So are you saying, because do you remember with the last podcast I didn't bring it up on the screen for the podcast that you was looking at titties, nigga? I'm sorry, nigga. My setup is trash. We're gonna get it better, don't worry. We're gonna get the setup better, nigga. We're gonna have the emotes, all that, man. But anyway, with the last review or the last podcast, I was saying how that it seems that Uranus on the cover page with Enel, that Uranus is on the tip of the little platform, which probably symbols like the end of the world. So when Uranus get activated, it's gonna symbolize the end of the world. So if he has something like Uranus, then he wouldn't really need Poseidon, because Poseidon looks like it's first essential step to starting the other weapons, at least in that cover page story. Okay, let's get started. Fair point. After all, it won't be long until all fishermen are purged from this world. Pete, we all know that the fishermen, they niggas, okay? I don't think I like this nigga no more, G. The nigga with the Monopoly Man mustache, I hate this nigga now, G. You not about to, nigga, you trying to have mass genocide? Create mass genocide for my niggas, G? For the niggas of the One Piece world? Ain't that about a bit? Yeah, folks asshole. Yeah, so dog, hold on. Forgive me, but I have urgent report. We are damn, blew that bitch right up. Who goes there? It is I. It is I. Sabo, nigga, what? Flame fist. Flame. Is that fire black? Is that fire black? Is that flame fist hockey? Because at first he would use hockey, then the flames on top of the hockey. Is it possible to combine? I would say it's possible because we wouldn't have bounce man. So how would? Yeah. I'm already streaming. That's why I asked when I woke up.
Beast mode.
Hold on.
I don't know if it's possible, man.
Let me see. No, they do it with bounce man. Wouldn't bounce man not be for Gear 4th in general not be possible without hockey? Because with Paramecius, they have their body literally becomes
Sabo ain't Paramecia, Logia.
Yeah, exactly. But in general, if Paramecius become the element that they embody, you feel me? And they can add, and Luffy can add hockey mixed with his Paramecius rubber, which is like super, that's why Oda himself stated that he wanted to give Luffy like the weakest power that you could think of. That's why he thought of rubber, or the most ridiculous, I should say, the most ridiculous power you could think of. That's why he thought of rubber. With that, let me see. That means if the Paramecius could do it, the other Devil users could do it. It would be possible. For example, you can say that fucking just Chopper being able to activate armament hockey in whatever form he's in, you feel me, could be the equivalent of him mixing it with his Devil Fruit. And then you also have the concept of Gyo, which is also out forwarding your energy from your armament hockey on the outside of your body as armor. So you have like pretty much two types of hockey. You have the ultimate shield version, which is the Gyo, and the ultimate spear version, which is the regular one that we see. That nigga, damn, folks, that dude's okay. G, look, Pete, Mo man, forgot his name again since last week. Where's Notebook Summer? Hold on, I gotta find Notebook Summer. Notebook Summer. Oh, Notebook Summer. Is this Notebook Summer? I think this is Notebook Summer. Once I find the page, of course. It's just maybe because I don't have too many notebooks. I got maybe one notebook with. I don't have too many compositions. Notebook Summer could be this one right here. Yep, developer. Yep, this Notebook Summer. Okay, I gotta figure out this nigga name, okay? Because I know I wrote it down in Notebook Summer. Some goddamn. Okay. Now I'm getting bored. Yeah. See, he must not be that important. Okay, I don't like this nigga too much. Apparently, because Morley, that's that nigga name. He's a Morley, that's his name. All right, my bad. Okay, let me see. So Morley's there. Oh, why is the buddy he up in the chopper, nigga? He got the chopper with the shotty. He got the shotty. I bet not saw it all, but still, he still got the shotty.
Dude has no charisma to the story.
Dude has no charisma to the story. Exactly. Morley, nigga, you trying. I don't know, G. I just get pedophile vibes from you. I don't know why. I just get pedophile vibes from you, G. I just don't want to fuck with you, Morley. I'm sorry. Especially the way I see you just grab Julie body, nigga. I'm sorry, fuck. I just can't trust you. Okay, Pangea Castle. Round table. That nigga said we're here to start a revolution. Security, did security go? He's here to kill me. Impossible. What is he doing here? Monkey D. Dragon. Please calm down. I have simply come to talk. Why should we listen to you? I come to bargain. Dormammu. I've come to bargain. Okay? Why should we listen to you? You're nothing more than a silence. The point of the Reverie is to listen to others. If you have a topic to offer, then make it quick. What kingdom are you from, man? I may fuck with niggas. Wait, is that Uncle Sam? Fuck? No, that's Abraham Lincoln. Never. They ain't never just draw Abraham Lincoln. It's so okay. So Pete, the reason I said this is Abraham Lincoln, dog. He got the fucking stars, dog. He got the fucking stars in the head. They ain't never draw Abraham Lincoln, fool. And then he got that nappy ass nigga hair too. For you, that's Abraham. I'm sorry. That's Abraham Lincoln. I'm sorry. It seems that America is in One Piece. I'm just saying. We're somewhere in the new world. We're somewhere in the new world. America's canon, folks. America's canon.
Kingdom or some shit.
He's from Hamburger Kingdom or some shit. Damn, they made Abraham Lincoln fucking McDonald's. They said home of the McDonald's burger, Abraham. That's fucking hilarious. Chairman Hamburger. Damn. You cannot be serious. Thanks. Thank you. Rest assured, our intentions are not to harm any of you or your countries. The government might depict us as terrorists, but our objective is a noble one. The dissolution of the celestial dragon system. But is that not the same as destroying the foundation of the government? No, Pete. That's the only thing I have a problem with. Like, I don't really get. So, like, I get pretty much because of the Void Century War, the Celestial Dragons pretty much built the world government now. Their kids are just like living on the backs of that war pretty much from then on out. However, if the Celestial Dragons built the world government, you feel me? Well, they these like super rich motherfuckers. They're like top 1% of One Piece world. Where the fuck is they getting this money from? For real. Like, so is the goddamn Celestial Dragons lending the world government money? They're the bank, pretty much. You make the bank fall, you make the system fall. Is this what we're hearing right now?
Slaves, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Probably some type of slaves. But it's not. But even without the foundation, because you can argue like they was probably the foundation beforehand. You feel me? Like they were so important beforehand, but now their descendants, the Marines and / world government are more like their backbone now. They're their spine. The Celestial Dragons really wouldn't be able to do as much as they want without the Marines and the world government backing them. So you couldn't necessarily say that the roles has reversed in this situation. Not at all. We simply wish to take away the power from the Celestial Dragons. We want a government that is ruled by the people, one free and just. This nigga American. This nigga Dragon American. This nigga said, I pledge allegiance to the flag. This nigga funny as hell. Look at this reverie. Nothing more than a symbolic farce. The 5 elders make the choices in your stead. The nobles have turned this world into one where only the strong can rule. So this is Luffy Khan's father. Nigga, I know you. Cobra, nigga. Oh, nigga, Cobra, nigga. I remember you, nigga. I think it was on the goddamn thing like this. Crocodile has that. No, was that crocodile? Crocodile and Robert has that on the wall like this, fuck. What the fuck? Had a nigga nailed to the wall, nailed to the cross, whatever you want to call it, nigga. They done fuck Cobra up, nigga. This nigga, he don't even got black hair no more. And those born with power monopolize it for their own benefit, discarding away the weak. Okay. Yeah, because now they're looking at the celestial dragon slaves. The heavily tribute they take from each country is wasted on frivolous, despite driving countless nations to poverty, war, and suffering. And yet, we turn a blind eye to it, all because it does not affect us directly. But it doesn't make it any less wrong. Nigga, dragon. It's maybe non-canon, but I feel like we have a clue. I feel like this hit. They probably read One Piece just enough to guess. Nigga. Even with all the theories that's out there right now. Even with all the theories that's out there. With all that jumbled into one. They might have hit a point that Oda was gonna hit. That's why I like Return to the Reverie. They might have hit a
it's
point
so crazy
that Oda was gonna hit. Man, it's exactly, bro. Like, oh my god, bro, that bitch is going crazy right now. Not to mention all the slaves they hold captive, millions of lives tortured, broken, and lost across the centuries. Damn, they get that. So how many? If they're like the top 1% of the people who control the people who control the people, you feel me? If they're like a dude playing another dude, disguised as another dude, man. How many people have been sacrificed? Okay, so it's been about 850 years, because that's like when the Sorbet Kingdom or the South Kingdom where Julie Bonnie was from, like the 9 canon shit they put together for that portion of the story. Since I kind of got to use this canonicity since this is non-canon. So if they're using that as the frame, so we can say about 900 years, 850 to 900 years, right? Could they? It's possible. It's possible to kill millions of people in the span of a day. But this is One Piece. Does the top of the Celestial Dragons know what the weapons are? Wait. Think about it here. Think about it. Peep the game. So back in Alabasta, we learned about the first initial weapon, right? Mr. Twitchy, if you here, bro, this may be the part you want to leave, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This is about to get real. I'm gonna start playing Lemon Blunt again. So look. We first initially learned about the weapons in Alabasta. Now we know that Alabasta is initially one of the countries, part of the world government. So out of all the country part of the world government, and they selected a few countries, or they select specifically Alabasta to hold that weapon. Poseidon is going to be with the fishermen. That's pretty much why they included the fishermen, because they had a weapon like Poseidon. And Poseidon in God of War 3 is when you kill him, he pretty much floods the land with water, because we know 70% of the land mass is water, or 70% of the earth is water, pretty much. Or is it 80% of the earth is water? Around there, nigga. Majority of the earth is water, okay? Majority of the earth is water. So, Poseidon could technically, in retrospect, unless Uranus is crashing moons to the goddamn ground and shit, could technically be like the strongest weapon because of how much sea it is.
Missing. No info on that. Pluton info was from Alabasta Poneglyph, and Frankie had the blueprints.
Okay, Uranus is missing. No info on that. Pluton info was from Alabasta Poneglyph, and Frankie had the blueprints. Okay, now Pete. So if something is just as simple as Alabasta having it, and then someone like being able to translate that to actual blueprints for Pluton, my nigga, that means that the world government, or what the gurus say, we can say the gurus say, or the heads of the celestial dragons, because even though most of the celestial dragons, just like people, are dumbasses, they probably have leaders who run their leaders, pretty much, or leaders of their society, and then they just report to the Gorosei, who reports to Imu. But with the Celestial Dragons, I'm pretty sure the leaders already know where each one of them is. That's why they just keep accepting them. So we don't know where the last one is, but one of the kingdoms part of that world government most likely has it, if not Imu himself. That way they can keep the power balanced into a trifecta. They know that Alabasta doesn't have too many. They have resources, don't get me wrong, but they don't really have too many resources and strong people for them to go and survive in the New World. So having Pluton there pre-New World would be the best thing, because they don't have the strength to actually handle the New World, so they won't really be a threat to the people in the New World. They're not doing shit to Poseidon. Poseidon's gonna die like a natural person or unnatural. Whenever Poseidon dies, it's gonna reincarnate however many years into a fishman. So regardless, they have to have some type of fishman in the seat of power, so that way they can have a somewhat control over Poseidon. And then we got the famous Uranus thing. I don't want to say if there's anything about that. Alright, so let's continue on. All for the Benjamin. Okay. Millions of lives tortured, broken, and lost across the centuries, all for the benefit of but a few hundred individuals. Nothing can undo the misery they have brought to this world. But true criminals of this era are pirates. Is that Hitler? I know it, nigga. See, I told you, nigga. Abraham Lincoln. Now we got damn. We got Hitler now. We got Nazi Germany in this bitch. But my question is, he better not be. It's gonna blow me. It's gonna make me so mad, G. And they don't make him a funny ass name, because they made Abraham Lincoln Mr. Burger, Captain Burger and shit. I don't remember this guy exactly.
Don't think he's canon.
He better not be canon. You got Hitler in One Piece style. You got Hitler high. Come on now, dog. You can't have Hitler. Who gonna punch Hitler? I think Luffy should be the first person to punch Hitler. Like, fuck, you kill millions of people, Chief. I think I'm a Red Hawk. I don't think we gonna ever work together. Red Hawk. Hold on. But the true criminals of this era are pirates. The true criminals of this era are the world government. Anyway, the rise of this piracy is nothing more than a result of the twisted world the nobles have created. Doflamingo, Big Mom, Brightbeard even, Roger himself. All those individuals rose to power because of their actions. Who cares? None of this is my problem. Wobble? If you don't set your beep out here, that boy, nobody give a fuck, nigga. Didn't he bazooka you off the top of a boy? Get your nigga, you trash. You trash. You keep going. Even for those of you who only care about your personal interests, such a change will allow you to keep the heavenly tribute all to yourselves. I'm listening. This nigga say, hold on, nigga. So you say I don't gotta give these niggas no money? Hold on. This nigga waffle cheap, bro. This nigga ass. He said, fuck them niggas. This nigga instantly. Wait, so I gotta give them niggas no money? I'm listening. I'm tired of giving them niggas money. However, I wish this was our only concern. The truth of the matter is far more frightening. We have discovered that the Cypher Paul has secretly been purchasing weapons from the black market for years. Enough of them to start conflict on a global scale. This may also be why they have been weakening major political powers in recent years. So you saying that Cypher Paul was in the black market of Cypher Paul Zero was in the black market of their own volition, but don't they respond directly to the Gorosei? All of this can only mean one thing: they want to wage war on the entire world. We cannot allow something like that to happen. Queen Mororan, do you really believe him? But what if he is right? I'd rather die a slave to principles than to others. King Taka, wait! We getting racist here. Wait, what's Hitler's name now, G? What is Hitler's name? Come on now, G. What's Hitler's name? Wait, I just noticed that Hitler called somebody criminals. Hitler, sit your bitch ass down. I go back down, G. Go back. Hold on, folks. We getting real racist in this bitch. They getting real racist. They called the nigga with the sombrero King Tacos. King Tacos, folks. Come on, that shit. That's fucked up. Hell no. That's funny as hell though, but that's fucked up. Have you gone insane? Who would
King
believe
Tacos
there?
is canon.
What?
MOP happy tears.
Oh no. Oh no. Please no. King Tacos is canon. Hold on, let me turn my phone notification off. Have you gone insane? Who would you rather believe? There a world on the world besides without the nobles? The balance of the world would crumble. But would it really? Only the elders contribute to the balance. Hypothetically speaking, it would put the power in our hands. Silence Queen Destiny. Wait, a war that won't kill me, right? You a bit. Wait. A free world is not that. A free world, is that not precisely all the human's dream? I agree. As one of them, I say, away with the system. How can any of you believe such delusional conspiracies? I must admit, I have always wished to rid this world of slavery. Now, people. Falcon, you don't know this? I don't know if you're in America or not, Falcon. But supposedly, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. But it was actually a bloody war that the slaves fought to free them goddamn selves, and they were just like, okay, we just gonna give y'all freedom. Like, just because, like, he signed the document to free the slaves, but they never tell you in American history what leads him up to coming up with that document. You feel me? You feel me, nigga? Wait, nigga. Wait, nigga. This nigga. Now, no, Abraham Lincoln went to the Reverie. He was like, you know what? Most people over here know this. See, most people over here don't know this. People in America are fucking retarded for some reason. I don't know why, but still. So it's one of those things where, like, they know that Abraham Lincoln freed slaves, but they don't know what events led him up to creating that document to free the slaves, which was a bloody ass war, and the slaves was killing hella fucking. They realized they was the majority, and they was killing hella fucking slave masters and shit. That Abraham Lincoln realized it was going to be another civil war after the one that we just had. So it was going to pretty much completely decimate the country, because at this point everybody was exhausted. The North was going to help the South, so the South was going to completely destroy itself. So at that point, Abraham Lincoln was like, look, black people, we gonna free y'all. Y'all don't have to be y'all don't have to be whatever, but y'all still gonna be considered 1/3 of a person. You feel me? So with being considered 1/3 of a person, that's why we
Education probably over here too. People need to educate themselves and be open to change.
Facts. People act like they're retarded, bro. That's all it is. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all it is, bro. And then he was like, yeah, y'all gonna be considered 1/3 of a person. Y'all don't get any rights to vote. I think that's when they came up with the 40 acres and the mule shit that we never got. We gonna give everybody 40 acres in the mule. Then they realized they didn't have enough land for all the fucking. They only accounted for the land for the black people that they actually brought over here. Initially, never accounted for the land for all the rape and the fucking babies they made and shit like this. So 40 acres in the mule to each individual black person is fucking impossible, because at that point we would run the entire United States. This would be our shit, pretty much. So with that being said, that's why he considered us 1/3 of a person, because that means we don't really have any rights. You feel me? That's why motherfuckers get shot and don't do shit. So Abraham Lincoln, nigga, The fact that you said that you want to risk, you want to get rid of slavery is some bullshit, Mr. Burger. Fuck you. So let me see. We have enough military power and countries backing us to make a change. I haven't come here to make a request. I simply wish to inform all of you. All right. So pretty much, he just basically letting you know, like, pretty much the initial power structure. He never really stated how he. Well, he is a revolutionary, so I'm pretty sure he had a past into which he came encountered with such a situation. At this point, it is already too late to stop these winds of change. The winds of change. That nigga pulled up to Log Town. Nigga, he pulled up to Log Town. Okay? Pulled up. Okay? Said, let my son go, fuck. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Smokey? Huh? I pulled up and I changed the weather, fuck. You gonna let him go? He's like, yeah, you know what, G? I don't think I want no smoke with you, G. You the only nigga smoking. You don't want no smoke with, G. I'm sorry, Drag. He's like, alright, let my nigga go, fuck. He's like, yeah, now begin your adventure, Luffy. Begin your adventure. So, at this point, it is already too late to stop the winds of change. The balance of power will soon be turned upside down. I simply request that you take care of what comes afterward. To be there once the world finally enters its dawn. The romance dawn. Monkey Don Luffy. But how can we know that you have no ulterior motives? How can we be assured you do not wish to see their power for yourself? I had a feeling.
That's a beautiful line to give the father of the dawn.
I had a feeling. Okay? So I had a feeling that I had a feeling that Dragon himself was a Celestial. Because that's the... Well, what if Dragon himself was a Celestial? You know what I mean? But his mama was a dude. No. Wait. Did Garp call Dragon his son? You feel me? Did Garp call Dragon his son? Or did he just say, Luffy, Dragon is your father?
Wouldn't that make Luffy a Celestial?
Yeah, but that's the question. Did Dragon call Luffy? Did Garp call Luffy Dragon's son, or did Garp call Dragon his son at one point? Let me look this up. Okay, so it says Garp never refers to Dragon as quote unquote my son, which means wait nigga, which means this could be possible. That's what that means. This could be possible. That we don't know who Luffy's mother is. Garp never talks about it. You feel me? But with Luffy's father being a Celestial Dragon, him being entitled to whatever he wants, and them telling him basically no, he cannot marry this woman, this devil woman of the specific clan. He does it anyway, produces a child, and she ends up getting killed.
Would also explain how Garp can do everything he wants.
Exactly, it would explain how Garp could do whatever he wants, to a degree. Because you gotta remember, even when you talk about somebody, usually you also talk about your experience with that person. So when Garp told Luffy about his father, he just said, that's Luffy, you are the son of Dragon. That's your dad. He didn't tell us his experience about him. So usually with men, you can infer that, nigga, we don't tell you about our experience with them, or it's probably something bad, so it's like we don't really have like a good history with each other, so it's not really too much I really want to tell you. It's just like, that's your dad. Luffy didn't inquire further, so Garp didn't tell him further. You feel me? So I feel like Garp had like a nigga. He wanted to punch him in the face, nigga. He had an itch. He could not scratch. You feel me? I think he had just like a bad relationship with Dragon, so If Dragon is the cause of his daughter dying, you feel me?
Garp has his principles though. He still doesn't want pirates. Working with the evil to prevent further life loss. Garp probably knows he's CA.
Probably knows he can't do anything against the Terabito. In regards to the overwhelming power structure, because all they gotta do is brand this man as a pirate. Oh yeah, or a criminal. They don't even got brand Garp as a pirate, brand him as a criminal, and be like, oh yeah, he pretty much tried to assassinate the world leaders. Boom. So that wouldn't happen. So Garp does have his principles. Garp doesn't want pirates because it's going to interfere with the natural order of things, or the natural peace of things. You feel me? Because Garp, you can tell Garp, he really don't like fighting, bro. Even when we've seen Garp with Ace situation, we can tell that Garp doesn't like fighting. At all. So let me see. Let's peep. I used to be one of them. My mother was a celestial dragon. My father a marine, tasked to guard her. Though back then, few knew he was my father. Oh, he's talking about Garp. Okay. Despite being a noble, my mother truly believed that we weren't celestial gods. She taught me to be human. So after she passed away, I could not bear any of my peers. I was disgusted to be one of them. Wait. If the God Valley incident was what? $38 years. Okay. How old is this nigga? 55, 31. So he's about 14. He should be a little bit bigger than that. He should be a little bit bigger than that, but 9 canon, so I'm not gonna. We're not gonna do that. Okay. We're not gonna do that. Okay. We're just gonna continue on. It was only on one fateful day that I finally met a man who I could truly look up to. That man was none other than Gold D. Roger. After selling with him for a few years, I was able to tell that Roger wanted more than anyone. A world that was free. That was his dream. What I have come to accomplish today is simply to honor the dream I inherited from my late mother and captain. My nigga said I was part of the Roger Pirates. So that means in this 9 canon, he has ties with Shanks. So could it possibly mean that Shanks been sent, that Dragon told Shanks about his son, and that's how Shanks met Luffy? Pangea Castle, guest room.
Holy shit, Emu wants to wage war on the world. What if he knows about the prophecy of the dawn and is building up to try to win what he know?
That would make sense, but you gotta remember, Emu is technically the king of the world. The person who sits at the end of the table pretty much represents, everybody represents a kingdom. That one missing seat we all know is pretty much Emu's seat, and he represents the king of kings. So with that being said, Emu would pretty much already have the entire prophecy down pat. Yeah. That's why Cypher Pole reports directly to the grower cell, who reports directly to Emu. That's probably why they don't have a number. Cypher Pole 0. 0 is a number, but it's not a number that you can really quantify unless another number is ahead of it. So it doesn't really have any value unless another number is ahead of it or behind it. So let me see. What's with all the records this morning, Admiral? You must forgive my impudence. Shouldn't you be wearing clothes? What, you don't sleep naked? No. Trust me, there's nothing better than to set your body free during the night, especially with a cute maid. Admiral, this nigga. This nigga. Please, this is serious. What if something were to happen to the elders? I'll get going, but chill. Those geezers won't go down that easily. What the hell? This was supposed to go like this. We knew they were strong, but we didn't imagine. It seems we may have underestimated them. These are some tough boys. Oh no! See, I, I don't trust you, Mo. I don't trust you, G. Those who are weak cannot rule this world. I like how they have a dinosaur, and the reason I like how they have a dinosaur is because they represent an ancient civilization or an ancient time period. Just to have something ancient on their side, like a dragon or a dinosaur, it would make sense. I mean, it would make sense. If you thought of us as frail old men, then you were sorely mistaken. The highest authority of the world, the second highest authority. They got the highest right here, but we all know the second highest authority of the world, the five elders. You may be strong, but we are too.
Why
Don't
is Monopoly
underestimate us
Man all
either.
sweaty? Why did he take his shirt off? Disgusting.
Why is Monopoly Man all sweaty? Why did he take his shirt off? He had the flex that he had all the hotels on the board. Okay, Monopoly Man was flexing. He owned the trains. He owned the railroads. He owned the businesses. That nigga owned the prisons. Nigga, pay up. He had to flex. Okay, he had to flex. Yeah, why the fuck is that nigga sweaty? He's the only nigga sweat. Maybe he got hit with the fire. They done melted my man's mustache. You are unfit to act as leaders. The strong trample the weak. That is how it has always been. Saint Mohanada, or Mohanda, master swordsman and wielder of the Shodai Katetsu. Wait. So you told me he's stronger than me. They call Mihawk the world's strongest swordsman, but we know the title. Now that we have the girl saying, we know titles are just given by the goddamn government anyway. So it's like, I think that's why Mihawk really doesn't give a fuck about the title, really. Like, Mihawk doesn't flex the world's strongest samurai title. He never flexes it. And we know that Mihawk is not going
Zoro
for it.
really wants the sword.
Exactly. And then at that point, that would mean that the dream that Zoro thought that he had wouldn't be achieved yet, which means that Zoro's dream will be achieved in the final arc. Okay, let me see. Well, we are celestial dragons ourselves. Do not compare us to those lazy fools in the city. See, you remember I said that people are fucking dumb, and that's why people need leaders. So they're leaders of the celestial dragons because they're celestial dragons. So they're like the presidents of the celestial dragons, pretty much. I thought they were just like, not necessarily. I thought they were like neither celestial dragon nor they just pretty much people who just run everything, who has the most information about everything, so that they can manipulate everything. Ever since youth, we were groomed in body and mind to take the position of elders.
They the true Illuminati.
Wait, master of many martial arts, including Rokushiki. He gotta fight Sanji. Okay, Saint Mohana. You okay me? That nigga, he fighting Zoro. Okay, Saint Ferdinand. That nigga, he fighting Jinbei. Yes, that nigga fighting Jinbei. Nigga, master of many martial arts. Come on now, Fishman karate, many martial arts. Come on now. Ever since youth, we were groomed in body and mind to take the position of elder, said Nicholas, user of the Mercury Man.
Oh man, that would be an insane fruit.
Yeah, I'm looking at Mercury on the periodic table right now. Silver. So Mercury then. Saint Nicholas. We'll come back to him. No, fuck that. Frankie. If you make yourself hard, Nigga, Iron. What you say, Frankie boxing, nigga? He gonna instantly up on your ass, beating your ass, nigga. Okay, say Nicholas, I can see him fighting Frankie and somebody else. We rarely have to make use of our powers, but maintaining our strength is a necessity. Saint William has mastered both observation and armament. Since they put observation first, Sanji is the observation king. Well, second. I'm sorry, nigga. Sanji, you trying now, nigga. You my boy. You my favorite, nigga. But we all know that Luffy observation is better than yours now. So, you're only second fiddle to what you're supposed to specialize in. But with this, he's gonna fight Saint William Sanji, as if we could be easily killed that easily in an assassination attempt such as this one. Saint Stavros, user of the ancient Zorn sword fruit model Gigantosaurus, with the blunt in his mouth. Okay, which means he's gonna fight Chopper. But the only person I don't know, because with the Mercury man, who would he fight on the Straw Hat crew? Saint Nicholas. Because I like the idea of him fighting Frankie.
Sanji versus the martial artist.
Mark against Jinbei, Sanji versus that martial artist. See, the reason I don't like the idea of Sanji
Mark is a liquid.
Mark is liquid. I can see that, but Jinbei is supposed to be the master of fishman karate. He has to fight the master of martial arts. Nigga, I think it will make sense that way, but you may be right. You may be right. I may see that. New World Marine HQ. This is an unprecedented attack.
Well, your theory is pretty good too, man. I see that as well.
Yo, welcome to the stream, bro. What's poppin'? How you doing today? We just finishing up this chapter. Saint William has mastered both observation and armament haki, as if we could be killed that easily in an assassination attempt such as this one. Okay. We are still assessing the situation, but we're already moving our forces. However, unlike Fisher Tiger attack 15 years ago, this is an organized assault. Reports indicate the Revolutionary Army. They are one of the strongest military powers in the world.
I lost what y'all talking about.
Damn, I lost. What y'all talking about? We still reading this manga chapter. If you want, you know what I'm saying? Because we're reading chapter 3 of this right here.
I've been sitting here looking at them titties all day. Return to Reverie, URL.
Yeah, we've been reading that. Trying to see if we can, because I believe that they probably hit like a point, at least one point. They have at least 1 point right in these chapters. So we're trying to see how we can connect the chapters to the main story, you feel me? So they are one of the strongest military minds in the world. Possessing armies in each ocean, they are led by these individuals. A former member of Vegapunk's elite scientist team, Southern Commander Lindbergh, 518 million. The flag of the revolutionary responsible for many insurrections, Eastern Commander Bella Betty, 465 million. A fearsome giant and user of the push fruit, Western Commander I Hate You Morley, 650 million. One of the army's most formidable fighters, a Logia user, Northern Commander Karasu, 710 million. So they pretty much have each seat on lock. And then Dragon has probably like the Grand Line. Like Dragon runs, Sabo runs the Grand Line, has an arm, takes command of the army in the Grand Line, and then maybe Dragon takes command of the army in the New World. Yeah, Logia. My man said Logia. Hey. Hey, I thought dude was a paramecia.
He's basically an emperor.
Yeah, pretty much. Literally. You have to be at least at that status to even compete with these guys, bro. Gotta be at least that to be able to compete. So, and last but not least, Grand Line Commander Imperial boy, I forgot all about Ivankov. She ran the trainings, okay? We don't consider them. She ran the trainings. We don't consider that right there on the screen. We don't consider that real. We're not going to consider them trainings. I know what they did to Sanji. As for this man, we were originally unable to evaluate his full strength.
She belonged the streets.
As such, his bounty was kept somewhat moderate. However, after his exploits at Rocky Point in Dressrosa, we deemed it necessary to raise his bounty. The Chief of Staff and the Army No. 2, Sabo. Respect it, nigga. That's all I nigga, respect it, nigga. Nigga, 1.1 billion, 100 million.
So he was now in Rocky Point.
Curry, Sabo versus Scott the Curry, okay? That may be a thing here. That may be a thing here. Wait. That may be a thing here. Maybe a thing here. Wait. Wait. Is the bounties comparable? Grilled mochi versus flaming fit. Wait. Wait. Because we can honestly argue that Fujitora was actually not holding back. We know he was holding back against Sabo, don't get me wrong. This nigga, they activate no awakening, none of that shit. So, we can honestly say he was using more of his power against Sabo than he did against Luffy. And that's because as Luffy was telling him what he was going to hit him, and he just had to respect, like, nigga, man, you know I'm stronger than you. Nigga, why you telling me when you about to hit, nigga? Because you buying it.
That's
nigga,
crazy.
You know I'm
Sabo
stronger than you,
holding
right?
back as well.
that nigga, I swear to God, that's when Fujitora became a goat to me. G, he said, "Why the fuck are you telling me, bro? Where you're hitting?" Hold on, let me change my category real quick. He was like, "Why are you telling me where you are hitting?" Okay. Bitch, you know I'm stronger than you, right? Strong head, you know, you're like, nigga, but you blind. But nigga, I'm stronger than you. Don't look down, said the nigga flying. Said the nigga Goofy flying, nigga. Come on. Respect it. You gotta respect it. That's all I'm saying. You just gotta respect. Yo, welcome to the stream, bro. What's poppin'? You just gotta respect it. But you can honestly argue that Fujitora used more of his power against Sabo than Luffy. But this was Dressrosa, so Luffy isn't at the. We can honestly argue Luffy got two times as strong. He doubled the strength with the Katakuri because Katakuri was beating the dog shit out of him. He couldn't even touch the nigga to exchange of blows. You feel me? So yeah, we could probably have a debate, have that discussion. Sabo versus Katakuri. But Sabo don't got no awakening, but he's proficient at armament hockey like. Katakuri is proficient at observation, but this nigga can see the future, so I don't know. Mantra. Nigga, I don't know. Okay. They're almost like the crew of an emperor. Nigga, Falcon, did you say, nigga, Falcon? Nigga, are you reading with me, nigga? Wait, hold on, because you just said this. But while all these individuals are strong combatants and they're on the right, one man far exceeds them. Them old man mad as hell. I'm sorry, it's fine, Sabo. This was a miscalculation on my end too. We have no time to waste. I'll take it. Flex. Then you, oh no, wait. No. You should not have given this man a fucking devil fruit. I'm sorry. I don't want Dragon to have a devil fruit yet. Okay? I think they should have just kept that one part. That's the one part they would have made this perfect. If they did not give Dragon a devil fruit. They literally name it the Windrin fruit. But it would have been better if they just said,
I don't know, the wind fruit sounds really overpowered.
It does, don't get me wrong. It does, but I would just rather, when it comes to the devil fruit thing, for us to come up with like proper awakenings and shit like that shit has to be canon. It has to be a canon awakening. Even more than magma or ice. I don't know, the wind fruit sounds literally overpowered even more than magma and ice. Yeah, because you can call a storm on the island. Like,
he can be everywhere.
Not necessarily everywhere. He could probably travel as fast as a tornado, maybe. But I don't think Dragon can be everywhere. Like, he can, just like how Dofi used the clouds to move across the sea. He just probably can just be multiple places at once. So let me see. General Commander of the Revolution Army, Monkey D. Dragon. So you did come. Emu was right after all. You of the D clan always bring a storm with you. Come, nigga, the goat. The goat, okay? Dragon. So you did come. Okay, yeah, I read that. If you give us some more time, we don't have that time. We must move quickly, right? So this is where your petty quest for revenge has led you. Do you feel no remorse killing your own kin? Let's reconvene with Bonnie. I am not a man of revenge. My past has no bearings on my actions. Yes, the fuck it do, you hypocrite. However, after having soaked your hands in the blood of millions... Oh yeah, these were crazy. You dare talk to me about remorse. That nigga said, that's not a storm, nigga. That is a hurt. Don't let him try anything. Wait. Get that nigga. Get that nigga. Ha. Blew him away. Hold on. Took the nigga off the... Made the gods fall. The gods have fallen. Blew the... Nigga blew them niggas out the goddamn Pangea castle. While his strength is considered almost on par with that of the emperor, the celestial dragon deemed him so much of a threat they raised a fund for his death. They raised the fund? You niggas not broke? You niggas broke? They said, nigga, please click here to join my Patreon. This is my Cash App. You can follow me on this. This is my PayPal right here. Any donations, whatever. That's what the Celestial Dragons pull up for them. These Celestial Dragons made a fan-only page just to fund the bounty to get Dragon 10 million, making him the most wanted man in history. Monkey D. Dragon 10 million. There is no more going back now.
Emoji happy tears.
What? What? Nigga, what? And that's not even an awakening. Because the whole room would have became a giant tornado. Okay? But we know when Logias go awakening, their Logia pretty much goes wild and it overfloods the island and allows the element to take control of the island, pretty much public hazard. So would this convert the entire island to... This is why I didn't want it. I wouldn't want no win-win fruit. I want nature fruit. Because let's say if Dragon did like marry, let's say Luffy was a celestial dragon, you feel me? I would love for him to have a nature fruit like Mother Nature. You feel me? Since technically Mother Nature is Gaia in Greek mythology, that would technically make her God and Celestial Dragon. Well, Celestial Dragon is pretty much gods of the One Piece world. So I would love to have like a nature fruit versus just like wind. I feel like the wind is just like the one thing he just really needs to use most of the time. Or like he used when we seen him necessarily. Or we can honestly argue that could be Conqueror's King Hockey too. Oh yeah, Mr. Master of All, that nigga had the block. He did the anime block. Gigantosaurus, that nigga had no chance. I don't know why the fuck Zone users automatically go to full animal form. Why don't they just go to hybrid? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Hold on. So what I want to do right now is...
Yeah, you can see the Conqueror's hockey lightning in his attack.
Nigga. Okay, so even if it's like lightning and stuff, lightning has shit to do with wind. Wouldn't it be like the storm fruit then? That's why I'm like, it should be like the nature fruit, Mother Nature. You feel me? He has the power to control like the elements of nature, like just like the basic properties of nature: water, wind, fire, earth. And then if he has Conqueror's Hockey, which is like pretty much King's Hockey, Conqueror's King Hockey, whatever you want to call it, then that means he would technically have the fifth element, which is like ether. Nigga, oh nigga, I might have to listen to Nas after this. Wait, I may have to listen to Nas. Nigga, wait, did he make out the ether? He made the D maybe the ether. Oh wait. Hold on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna holler at my boy Tony real quick. Everybody else in the chat, I appreciate you for coming through, to the stream, nigga. We just in the bitch chilling, nigga, building about you. Hold on, wait, nigga, I don't like the title. I forgot one thing.
Damn dude, ether would be an awesome touch.
You can argue ether is just like the natural law or the natural energy of the universe, and if you're only born with King's Hockey, you can only be born with it. There's nothing you can train it, but you have to be born with it. There's nothing you can develop like observational armament. Then technically, nigga, you can consider that the fifth element if he's the power, if he has the power of a nature fruit. You feel me? At least that's what I think. So let me see. Let me click done. Billion Betty Bounty Podcast. Okay, so I'm about to go get my boy Tony. Ooh. God damn it, Tony. Boom. I found it. I found my boy Tony. Now we just gonna wait for Tony. But how's it? So Falcon, what you think of the chapter? Was you pretty much just like letting me read it while you just looked at the panels, pretty much? Flex and Uno. I'm looking at this picture on the One Piece wiki page, and they made my boy Dragon look retarded. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but so many theories came to mind I couldn't shut up. Sorry about that.
You Falcon, you good, bro. I appreciate you coming. You feel me? So I'd rather have you have, you know what I'm saying, you tell me as it goes, you feel me, we initially reading it. That way when we do get to the end, we can pretty much have our theory discussion. Hold on, I think I got Tony. What's poppin', family? How you doing, old man? Nigga, I know you're like 2 years old. You'll still be in the same high school, dog. See, the thing about me, for I was alone, nigga. I was not fucking with nobody, boy. I was not just treating people for. Why the fuck are you talking to me, boy? Yeah, woo. Don't you think this school is stupid because of this? Fuck, stop talking to me. I got better things to worry about than you talking about inconsequential things like that. I smacked the fuck out you. Fuck on my face. I was one of those kids, but what's poppin', Tony? Did you read it? I wasn't. Hold on, we waiting for Tony to allow his voice to get hurt. Hey, yo, family. If anything, bro, let me go smoke the square real quick, cause nigga, I've been right here an hour, 10 minutes, I think, some shit like that. Probably like an hour, 20 minutes. Yeah, cause I know we about to be here for a minute. Hey, I even got us in the gist. Appreciate you, Falcon. Damn, boy, look at, boy, I need my head done, nigga. I'm sorry. I'm about to instantly text my OG like, hey, for me. I'm looking like nobody love me, G. Oh, but I'll be right back, bro. I'll be right back.
Wanna become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on adviewers.com.
Buy followers. Buy followers. Get.
Sounds legit.
Sounds terrible. Sounds like the worst idea. Nigga, we gonna grind it out. Fuck that buying viewers and buying followers. I will grind it out. I will talk to each individual person. What the fuck is you on, boy? Nigga, we is not one of them niggas, boy. Sitting there, oh my god, this is great work. 67 million bots, nigga, and then we actually got 2 real people. If your shit is not entertaining. Facts. So like, motherfuckers retarded. I'll be right back. But you go talk about what you want to talk about, Tony?
Felicity would probably do something like that.
Okay. Shit. Okay. 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 I'm back. Okay. Tony? My boy Tony left the party. Yo, Falcon. What's poppin'? We'll probably do some Elicity.
I'm here.
Who's it? Elicity would probably do something like that. What the fuck is Elicity? what the fuck is Elicity, bro? A Twitch thought. I Twitch thought.
Twitch.
I guess.
Twitch thought. I just hear Twitch thought.
Nigga Tony come back on that.
I'm trying to get one of them. No, I'm joking.
All right, my boy D-Mac want to come. My boy, the One Piece fanatic. The One Piece fanatic wants to come. I can respect it. D-Mac. Look, he probably not even stream. Let me go send bro a party invite. And I gotta. What's family at? What the fuck is family at? Family. Ooh. Hey, shit. Okay, that's D-Mac right there. Yo, welcome to the stream, bro. What's poppin'? I'm sending my boy the copy of the Reverie. Chapter 1. Alright. Oh, my boy Tony dropped the damn. Why he dropped the emotes? He dropped the sub emotes. Okay, nigga, I see you, Tony. I see you, nigga. Flexing your power. I see you, nigga. Take command of your armada, nigga. Take command of your ships, nigga. Take command of your ships.
My power.
And you underestimate my power. Hold on, Tony, because I can barely hear you. Let me switch this shit all the way over to party audio. That shit funny. Alright. Alright.
You got 4. Oh man, I can't pull up with the whole fleet.
Nah, Tony, he don't pull up with his whole fleet. He always leaves some in the back, you feel me? He said only him and his main commanders need to be there. The rest of the trash ass niggas, they just related to man.
You know the big 3, right? I only break 3.
Emoji happy tears.
So, yo, bro, I'm finally able to switch us over from One Piece Pirate Wars to actually just chatting. So that's one thing I like. So that way we can... So this is actually kind of like... One thing I like before we get started with everything is that this is technically the first episode of the Billion Bounty podcast. What I'm going to do, it may take me a while to upload this bitch unless if I don't stream, I can have this uploaded and edit it to YouTube. You feel me? But if I do gotta stream, I'm gonna upload this full bitch to YouTube. But what I'm gonna do is probably gonna the first hour is just me doing the live reaction, so I'm gonna do the live reaction for the first hour. Then since I can break it up into about 15-minute segments, after that I am going to go through the pretty much put the rest of the podcast up. You feel me? And then we're gonna be just chilling from there. You feel me? But this is technically the first episode of the Billion Berry Bounty podcast. You feel me? So if you are new here, if you're not part of the Discord, I am going to be dropping links to the Discord, nigga, throughout the stream. You feel me? The Cosmic Armada Discord.
Right here, you gotta have at least 1 billion berries to be a part of this motherfucker.
Nigga, you have to have a billion berry intellect to be a part of the stream.
I understand. I got you.
You gotta be up there. Nigga, your theory craft has to be up there. That's why we need Mr. Twitchy to fucking catch up to One Piece. he's hurting my feelings now. He keep telling me he has to do like 30 videos. My man said I gotta do like videos for a couple months, bro. Like he was like, I gotta set up for a couple more videos, like a month worth of videos, so I can just like sit there and bench One Piece. I'm like, I have to respect it. You gotta respect it.
That's called dedication.
Oh yeah, One Piece is a lifestyle. One Piece is a
Cosmic
lifestyle.
Discord URL.
Okay, so I sent him the first chapter. Let me send him the second chapter, and then I sent him the third chapter. And then me and bro, 2, and then chapter 3. Boom. All right. So right now we at still 143 people. Okay. So look. So what you think of the chapter, Tony? Like, let's go to the beginning, like the first part. So let me scroll all the way up. First, what you think about them saying they're gonna purge the fishmen from the world?
All right, so I guess if y'all watch Tekken also, he be into this shit. And I guess the Library of Ohara, they're going after actual facts that is in the, in the actual manga. So they taking it from somewhere. We know they're gonna purge something because the purge already been mentioned in official chapters.
Yeah.
So we just didn't know what they was going to purge. Is it the whole world? Is it just the fishmen? We know there's going to be a great purge. So I think that's a good touch. And like, oh man, it don't matter. We can relocate them, but we're gonna purge them anyway, so it don't matter. You know what I mean? What does it matter? You know what I mean? Like,
So it's like kind of like so they can kind of like take them all Fishman Island, be like, yeah, this is y'all island. Bust the call. Bust the call. That
I was gonna say, let's be real. It'd be easier to fuck with them.
Will the purge happen on Fishman Island? Like that's when Luffy destroys it.
To fight them on their turn. But then again, we don't know what the power of the not the revolutionary, but what the celestial dragons have, the world government have. We don't know all their power. So, it could be easy down there or up top. Either way, they was like, fuck it.
My bad. I had to steal my sister lighter real quick. Can't find mine again for like the 16th time, even though I just had that bitch. I have like a knack for losing fucking lighters. But what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna make sure I don't lose her, and she don't curse me out. I'm gonna put her shit on my PlayStation. But let me see. So yeah, it was just like them saying like, yeah, we're gonna just fight them on our terms. So Falcon says, will the purge happen at Fishman Island? Like that's when Luffy destroys it. I think.
I always thought. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
No. You good, bro. It's the Beer Bad Brownie podcast, first episode.
You can just say Triple B podcast, Triple B.
Go ahead. Nah, because this ain't Big Baller Brain.
This ain't Baller
Nah. So go ahead.
Okay, so I was saying, okay, with the purge happening on Fishman Island, like that's when Luffy destroys it. The purge happens after Luffy destroys Fishman Island. That's how they get them to that specific island, so they can purge them. Because even now, all the fishmen it's still fishmen above sea. We got fishmen in Totland. We got fishmen on Kaido's crew. So it's still fishmen above sea right now. Even if they're just not worried about the ones in the Yonko's crew or anything like that, there's still some spread around. Just like, for example, how Arlong did his own thing. You feel me? So I'm guessing there's still other fishermen pirates that took after, what the fuck is his name? Fisherman Tiger? That took his dream. So I'm guessing that's going to be their way to be like, oh yeah, we're going to put them all on above sea. They're going to be in the New World somewhere still, but above sea.
See, now that Jinbei is a part of the crew, it's going to be even more incentive for to bring the fish up top, like the Straw Hats. So I always thought, like, when he do destroy it, because I do believe that is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to be a battle or anything. It's going to be like, yeah, I don't need this. We finna destroy this because there ain't no looking back.
Yeah, this is one of the things that's holding y'all back. That's Joy Boy promise. Like, you guys have been waiting this long for this promise to be fulfilled. But this problem could have been fulfilled if y'all would have just destroyed this place.
Like it's so many islands up top that they could have been left that Fishman Island for real.
Facts.
Like as a
Facts.
community, it could have been left. But I feel like it's their way. It's like a chain. You know what I mean? It's like a chain. Oh, we know this is here. This is
Are
safety
there
net.
any
We always
fishmen in
had
the
it. You know
marine?
what I mean? They won't
Cause that
accept us
could
up top.
become a problem for
But
the
since they won't
elders.
accept us up top, we always got this home. We always got Fishman Island.
Facts. We can always have a place that we can not be racist. Like we don't have to have racism. Like the hood for black people.
Right.
We don't fuck with every hood. You feel me? But the people we grew up with, that's like the people we're the most comfortable around. So let me see. Are there any fishermen? Yeah, it's one fisherman in the marine. I know he's like a goddamn shark or some bullshit, but I think it's a fisherman in the marines. Cause that could be a problem for the elders. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because you gotta remember, the Marines still have to follow orders. They're just, it'd be easier for them to control those because to control those fishermen because they could just be like, yeah, go to this island, bust the call, kill everybody on that bitch.
But I mean, we know there are some races that's been wiped out to one. King, for example. And we don't even know what happened to that. His fucking whole race is just gone. Maybe that they was purged.
Yeah.
You know. This like we can't fuck with these people as
Moria race.
Let's think about the people or that skull
Whatever it is.
that's at Kaido's base. That huge ass skull. What happened to those people? You know what I mean? They purged.
Facts. The continent pullers.
Yeah, hey, shit. If it was continent puller or a fucking huge ass giant, who knows? But we don't. Was they purged?
Because think about it, bro.
Fucking a whole bunch of fucking races just purged or gone out of existence. Think about what? Go ahead, bro.
Do you think? Okay, Pete. Cool question. Do you think Totland is a natural occurrence in the New World, like a natural island in the New World?
Or did Big Mom make them like Totland?
Yeah.
I think they are actual islands.
Okay.
And they kind of just made them in their image because they just all we know they're close, but they're not that close to where you could just see shore to shore. You know what I mean? So it's like a network of islands all in one spot, kind of like the Caribbeans. You know how Jamaica, Cuba, all of them was all by one spot, all these different type of islands. She just got them all in one spot, and it's all her territory. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I feel it because I was about to say, if she made Tali in her image, that means that Kaido, for him to take over another country besides the Sea Stone prison bullshit, you feel me? He would have to have some type of ties there.
But what's that one thing though? They still don't explain why the sea in Thailand is different flavors and shit. I still ain't figured that out. Like, you put some Kool-Aid mix in it.
Nick, Pedolini. Just saying.
Flavoring up the water with some sugar water.
Candy Ocean. Hashtag Parasparrow's Awakening. Nigga, Parasparrow's Awakening.
Candy Ocean.
Candy Ocean. Get that going crazy. And he still can drown in that bitch. It's just, that bitch tastes like candy. He can drown by eating candy.
Tastes so good when I'm drowning. I can't breathe. I guess that's not a bad way to go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like how he died, he drowned in sugar water. I don't know.
Fact. So what you think about Sabo came in with the pedophile? I'm sorry. I feel like Morley is a pedophile. I don't know why. I didn't get that. Look at his face. Look at his face. And then what made me mad? I know he black.
Nah, he ain't black.
Yes, he is. But look at the lips, bro. Look at the lips.
He ain't black, bro.
Wait. I don't know, G, because he got. No, I don't know. He may not be black, G, but I don't know, G, because them little mutton chops.
He appeared in the anime, don't he? He ain't black, man.
We got
He looks like trailer trash white.
I mean, that's what I mean. We can't claim everybody.
Shut. But bro, you gotta remember.
Like
But you gotta remember though, bro. You gotta remember. In anime, big ass lips and that big ass nose, bro. Who else in One Piece got a big ass nose like that, bro? Even with the Giants, bro. Even with the Giants, bro. Ooh, this nigga got nigga origins.
All the time, nigga.
I don't know, Gene.
You know, they gonna make him. Never mind. Let's get off of that. Anywho, I thought this is the shit we should have seen in the actual manga. To be honest, like
Yeah.
they are writing this manga, this fan manga, fucking amazingly.
They are. That's why I had to add them on Twitter. Like, yeah, I gotta laugh. Y'all, I don't know, y'all go to enlightenment or whatever the fuck y'all got going on there, but y'all, nigga, y'all must be enlightened by Goda's pen itself.
Man,
He must come visit you niggas.
Like, even though we don't see it, we got so much information where all of this could be canon.
Yeah,
You know,
possibly.
it's just so good. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we should have seen this, like, in the actual manga. That's why I was so happy that when we got away from Wano, see some more shit from Wano. Then they skipped those days. It was like, oh well, this is what happened.
Right.
We was gone. Like, damn, they can see that. But yeah, that interest, let them know, hey, that's what they came here for. Started the Revolutionary Army. I hope in the next chapter we could see like what the plan was and did they get Kuma. Alright, that's what I really want to see.
But you gotta remember that's Julie Bonnie's plan. So if they all the way up there causing the commotion, and then the celestial dragon just got sent flying, that means it's a possibility that she could either A, have had Kuma, because all she had to do was insert the chip so that his memory could come back in his non-canon manga. But if she would have did that, that means she would have had potential to already have his memories unlocked. If she would have sent her flying and stayed, or right before she intercepted with Kuma, the celestial god, just dragon gods, I'm gonna call them the celestial dragon gods, and then I'm gonna call Imu the gods of gods. You feel me? The celestial dragon kings. They got sent flying out the capital down towards where Julie Bonnie is right now. So, now what you think about Abraham Lincoln and his Amendment 13 rights of the McDonald's scandal? Of the McDonald's scandal.
Because you know, like we all know that he's supposed to be the representation of representation of
America.
Abraham Lincoln, what Abraham Burger, Mr. Hamburger.
Yeah, Abraham. Abraham Hamburger. Yeah, Abraham Hamburger.
Emoji happy tears.
They different burgers, Abraham Lincoln, and the fact that he was like, "Hey man, I don't like slaves. I've been trying to figure out a way to free them for a while, like all slaves." And you know me, that's where that thing come in at the slavery thing. Man. I felt like it's only right that Abraham Hamburger said it. Hey, he's like, I've been trying to free everybody. You know what I mean? Since he's so famous for that. But I like that whole interaction at the table. Like between Dragon and the actual Reverie.
Yeah, that shit was dope, bro. Once I said, okay, so people, bro, the way I knew it was Abraham Hamburger, folk. Nigga, I looked at the nigga, I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga look weird, folk. And that nigga said, I always wanted to free the slaves. I instantly looked back up like, hold on, nigga, is that the original 13 states on your goddamn hat? I seen the nappy ass fro, thick ass munch. I'm like, that's a nigga. That's Abraham Lincoln right there. That's a nigga right there, folks. I'm like, oh, so this nigga was part of the Reverie. That's why he got that. That shit was funny as hell, bro. Once I seen that nigga. So what you think about Hitler talking about some? Oh yeah, these other people are criminals. I'm like, fuck Hitler. Why you here, G? For real, fuck. Trying to call other people criminals. Hitler, G. Come on now. So what you think about them having Hitler in the chapter, fuck?
Hey, listen. Japan and Germany has a history. If y'all could correct me on that, right? That's why you see a lot of Germany like themes and like Nazi themes in anime and manga and shit. So I mean, I'm not surprised. We're gonna see it eventually. Now, maybe that's why they put that in there. Who knows?
But he looked like he's sweating like that nigga really like yeah, them niggas criminals. Man. I'm a criminal too, but them niggas criminals. And then he was also just like,
yeah, that's very true, Tony. Facts.
See, Falcon like that's very true, Tony. Facts. El facto. So, The rise in pirates is another one result of the twisted world the nobles have created. Doflamingo, Big Mom, Whiteberry, even Roger himself are those these individuals rose to power because of their actions. To defy the current way the world is. Pretty much. So what you think about that statement?
That's facts. That's in the manga also. Like because of the system, Fujitora was telling you just on the lower scale on how the warlord system work and how they fucking abuse that system in a
Fact.
own way to the point where Crocodile almost ended up taking over the whole kingdom. And then we find out how that actually works with Doflamingo. You know, shit like this happen all the time because of the system. You have people the first time we meet Marines, we meet
Yeah.
corrupted Marines. So we're automatically like, oh, are the pirates good? But they're still pirates, so we know there's bad pirates.
Yeah.
But when the first Marines we meet are corrupt, what does that say about the Marines? So we all look at the Marines as terrible until you watch more and then be like, oh, there's some awesome Marines. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But once again, that's because these Marines was using the system to get their way, taking over towns and shit, killing who they want.
Yeah,
So
cause
I agree with that statement.
like when I was a kid, bro, I always like I hated One Piece, but G, I knew they had the fires open on 4Kids. G. I'm not gonna
That's
lie
true.
to you, G. They had the fires opening, G. I'm sorry, G. Nigga, that's the one thing that 4Kids did right for was that opening. They did. It, there are what this is my opening. There is no opening like this. This is my opening. This opening sleeps with me. It eats with me. I wake up to this opening. That's how I felt about that 4Kids opening. G. So when I heard the first One Piece opening, I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to gotta go? What happened to that nigga? G? I had to go back like 4Kids, and I looked at the comparison, like, oh yeah, 4Kids was trash. No wonder I never got into One Piece. But I knew about pirates. Like, but the thing is, I always thought pirates was bad people. So the fact that they had like a good pirate was like an anomaly to me when I started rewatching One Piece when I was 15. You feel me? Well, watching One Piece when I was 15. So that bitch like motivated me. I'm like, also pirate is like this entire world itself because just like you got righteous marines, you have self-righteous marines, like people who believe that their own justice is more important than what the world government represents, or how their own justice coincides or contrasts with the world government ideals. And so they operate based off their own personal views. So the entire One Piece world is full of gray. So it all depends on who you meet. That's one thing about One Piece I always love. Like even with that's what happened with Big Mom and Katakuri. Like so if Luffy was struggling against like Oven or Daifuku or anything like that, they would not have injured themselves to make it a fair fight. But it all depends on who you meet. The world is full of grace. So when he fought Katakuri and he fought a man of respect, you feel me? That's when he was able to develop not only as a fighter but also as a pirate captain as well. You feel me? Like just him, like showing Katakuri. You feel me? When he put the hat over his mouth, because Katakuri was like, I don't really give a fuck about the scar, but that shit don't represent me no more. But woo at the bam, we fight equals, fight. But he was the only talking about how Luffy represents him. So Luffy, after he puts the pirate hat on Katakuri's mouth, it represented how Katakuri still inwardly he did change, but he still kind of sort of cares about how his family views him at that point. And then we see him have the hat off when Brule, you know what I'm saying, was healing him and shit. But that was just Luffy representing like he still sees Katakuri as an equal, just like he sees everyone else in the world as an equal. And that him taking off that specific hat, even though it was just a hat on top of a hat, it could also represent, because everything, any type of media or entertainment is done on purpose. It could also represent him moving forward. You feel me? Him getting a different perspective on how shit should be run. Because if you really think about it, Luffy, low key been taking command. It's not been no one command, but he has been taking command of Wano a lot compared to other arcs. Like, think about it, bro. By
Luffy
now, Luffy
usually
would have been
just
by
go for
himself.
the win. Right. He
Hmm?
usually just go for the win. Him and Zoro. You know what I mean? But yeah, you starting to see a little bit of difference in Luffy here and there, even with certain little dialogue, like
Yeah.
with the last chapter we got
Facts.
when Luffy was like, "Oh man, look, Jaggy's going to mess up Kiyomon's plan. Let me go stop him if he's going, you know what I mean? Make sure he don't mess it up." And that's why at the end of that chapter, I also believe that we kind of, I hate using this word because how bad fucking Ryan Johnson and them fucking destroyed Star Wars and him trying
Yeah.
to but subvert our expectations. I think that's what Oda was gonna do when you see like them spilling the bean soup and not giving a fuck about it,
Mm-hmm.
and you see Luffy's getting mad. But throughout that chapter, we see that Luffy kind of changed a little bit with the dialogue of trying to keep Kiyomon's plan intact. So I kind of hope that he just forget about it because that'll also go with what you're saying, showing that Luffy is
Luffy
growing up as
always
a
took
captain.
command,
He's not
but
just
the
thinking
number of
selfishly.
people he has to protect has
And the
gone
last
way
time he
up.
thought
He's
selfishly,
maturing when he's getting
he almost killed his
serious.
whole crew with Kaido's blast destroying the fucking Otis Castle
Mm-hmm.
because he fucked up and let them know he was there.
Falcon, I'm gonna get to your comment in a minute, bro. But you were saying?
But no, you good.
Okay, so what I think about the situation is like with the very last chapter. This is how we're gonna know when Luffy develops because we don't truly know yet. I feel like with him saying that one phrase, like he doesn't even know like the stakes right now. So like what the fuck is he? He's just doing shit on his own accord. He's trying to be part of our shit, but he's doing the shit the way he wants to do it, but he doesn't know the stakes. Like even with Topland, like you could really argue that there there were stakes of just like dying, like just getting captured by Big Mom. You feel me? But like in regards to this, there was no stakes. There was also higher stakes in regards to Luffy's dreams in returns for Sanji. So the stakes for Sanji outweighed getting captured by Big Mom and Topland. So that's why he took command there. You feel me? Like, oh no, we getting Sanji. I don't give a fuck what the fuck happens. Sanji want to save his family. That's the way to get you back. Okay, that's a hurdle we gotta overcome because you're not gonna leave without your family, right? Okay, so apparently you're not gonna leave with this bitch going crazy and then your fiance island being destroyed because she's going crazy, can't make a cake, right? Okay, so let's conquer those hurdles. We can't leave because of Katakuri. So even if we do get these niggas back, these niggas still got connections to us. Okay, so let me smash these mirrors. Okay, so that's just him just being like, okay, so it's certain things we have to overcome for me to get this. However, all the things he had to overcome, he would not. He said it himself. Without everybody I have in my crew right now, I can't get the One Piece. So when it comes to shit like that, those stipulations outweigh everything right now. So we gonna reason I even said that because it's gonna lead to what I'm about to say. Put my little roach out, G. Fuck it. I've been holding that bitch, not smoking. So look. So now with the Jaggy situation, we know where Luffy is right now. He's right in the crowd where Queen is. The Toby Ropo is literally what diagonal Queen's right hand side, diagonal roof towards the right hand side. Then you have Kaido in the back somewhere. You feel me? So
Don't forget about the numbers. You got them to the left
you
somewhere.
got the numbers, and then you also have the three commanders. And now Luffy's pissed because they were talking about giving it to the people like Tama and shit. So Luffy's full purpose was just to inform Jaggy like we can't fuck up this plan just yet. We can't fuck it up
Right,
just yet.
just for him to proceed to do it. That's what I'm thinking. They're gonna be like, nah, he's gonna grow up.
Exactly. He's gonna calm down. That's how you know. That's how you know Oda's gonna show us that Luffy matured. Cause Luffy already got his ass whooped. You feel me? Remember the second time when he fought Crocodile, he came at it with a different perspective as well. The second time, just like with Lucci, when he lost against Lucci the first time, that's how he came up with Gear second and third. So like, I'm not gonna say he's gonna come over like another Gear, maybe Awakening or some shit like that, but he has to. The second time he comes at it with a different perspective, and then when he loses, because I feel like this is like the Warlord saga, in my opinion. Because like I feel like fucking Skypea, fucking Alabasta, let me see, all the way up to Thriller Bark was like Warlord saga shit. Like it was like people
Amazon
relative to the
Lily.
Warlord level in regards to people who Luffy had to fight. It was like Crocodile was that first tier, so when next time he fought another Logia, he kind of knew what to do. Except and there he had the cheat code. That nigga had the cheat code. That nigga had the power of the pen before he had the power of the pen with Anel. I'm sorry. We all know this. But still, in regards to that, I feel that like now since we're in the Yonko saga, everyone is relative to that. So that means just like when he fought the warlords, when he lost the first time, he had to realize he has to come at it at a different perspective. So him just jumping off like this, even if Like, even if he pulls a, I look like Kylo's man, you feel me? It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a disruption within Kylo's crew. It's still gonna fuck shit up. You feel me? In regards to how shit's gonna function. Then we also know that Conjuro is on his way, or at least almost to Orochi because he's in the second passage. So you can really say he's about 70 to 80% to Orochi right now. Even if he got to deal with some weak ass niggas, this nigga know how to draw. You know he can make dragon. He can make Shenron from Dragon Ball Z. He can make Shenron from Dragon Ball Z if he wanted to. So, yo, welcome to the stream, bro. But in regards to that, like, we know that he has to come at it from a different perspective. So, you know, I think that Luffy's going to calm down, and then when everything sets off, if he's still in that area, because, you know, he's probably going to leave the area or some bullshit like that. But if he's still in that area, if he doesn't just get to going crazy, if he doesn't, he learned from the Katakuri situation, he learned from the Topland situation, so we can actually say that Luffy went through character development. But in regards to him not going off or anything, it's also going to keep the plan going forward. It's going to make him actually leaving everybody and be like, I need to tell him to stick with the plan because everything. Because this he knows now, like, this is beyond us. Like, with certain situations, he cares about his crew. Like, this is about the Straw Hat crew and what we care about. Like, it's about that. But now with him knowing what happened with Odin's legacy, his family, shit with Momo, the shit with Conjuro, the shit with everybody pretty much, like the Scabbards. Now we know that he understands that shit is beyond him. Even with the Robin situation, we shot against the world. He knew that it was just him and his crew against the world. And if he knows that he needs his crew to pretty much achieve or to have the One Piece or become Pirate King, then that's just something that he needs. That's just a hurdle he needs to overcome. But in this situation where something is bigger than him, he tends to go with the flow until everything fucks up. Once everything fucks up, he's usually not the cause of everything fucking up. Like, for example, with Big Mom, bro. Like, he was going with the flow up until that Yale came. He was like, damn, now it's over with. Now it's no choice. Now we gotta fight. You feel me? So that was like a little character development. But right now, with him being surrounded, Jaggy being nowhere to be found. I keep calling Eustace Kid Jaggy. I'm sorry, G.
I know he's talking about.
Yeah, but Eustace is nowhere to be found right now. So he's probably. So we have the east and the west. He's probably going straight through. I think Eustace is going straight through. We have people going from the south, or the west side of the island, around to the back side, to the south side of the island, to the east side, going to the south side of the island. Now we just need someone going north to south. That way we can have 3 different parties intersecting at 3 different directions. That's pretty much everybody being able to intercept everybody. That's how the pretty much war's going to get started. I don't think Luffy's going to like just up and just get to beam niggas' asses, because that's just character development. I hope he just calms down, because then the plan going to fuck up. Initially, and then he's gonna get his ass beat up, and then it's gonna be a third fight.
Peep game. I think Kima got to be the one that starts the war. It's got to start with
the Scabbards.
Him, exactly. And he's got to make that first swipe to be like, "Yo, this is war." Shing. Yeah. You know what I mean? I had to do the sound effect. Shing, nigga. But nah, like I don't know if you ever watched Kingdom or Gun into Kingdom. But
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, well, watch the very first arc. In the very first arc, it'll kind of explain what I mean. Like, it's just a moment where a certain person has to be the one that get it started, because this is their battle, this is their fight, this is their war. So I hope Luffy knows that. You know what I mean? And I feel like, Kid don't care about shit like that. Yeah. And if Luffy catches up with him, I feel like they get into a little fist fight or some shit. Beach Pirates be like, oh, it's just Beach Pirates fighting it out. You know what I mean? And they'll watch or some shit and be like, damn. All right, hey, look at this shit. Look at these niggas. Yeah. Hey, but yeah, I do think Luffy's going to calm down. They're going to subvert our expectations, show you this is a new Luffy. He has learned his lesson. Learning them. A little bit over time learning them. And he's not that little idiot that people think he is. He is a captain. He's got to start acting like a captain sooner or later.
In the One Piece world, he's a battle genius.
Cosmic Armada Facts. Discord URL.
Just like how they said Goku, boy, you retarded as fuck, boy. You a battle genius, G. You a badass father, but you a battle genius.
You learn as soon as if you fighting, you learn why you fighting. You learn different shit. You come up with a new move in your head.
I think that's your fault. I came up with some fireworks. Pieced up everybody. I'm okay, G. Once he came on, he was like, oh, you can fly? Gum, UFO. I was like, oh, yeah. Well, Luffy also has that thing with Goku where he doesn't fight serious from the get-go. Except for Kaido. When he knows the stipulations, he know a nigga stronger than him. Of course, he gonna go serious all out. Doflamingo, he heard about Doflamingo. And they first and the way they set it up, the first confrontation had to be their last confrontation.
I mean, Luffy ain't stupid. He know what's up. Hell, when he seen this man use armament in King's Haki, you know, he know what's up.
He was getting baby shaped. I'm sorry, he was getting
Like,
kicked
he
all
give
over the
respect
place.
where it's due, and that's why it's be like, all right, I ain't gonna let my crew fight this person. I'm gonna fight this person because I know what type of man this guy is just by looking at him.
Facts. So let me see. What's the next thing? Oh yeah, what you think about they saying that CP0 is gonna wage war, or the Cypher is gonna wage war on everybody?
Also, stuff that I mean, like we got them making weapon deals. We know they've been with the black market for a while. They have people in the prostitution ring, leading the pleasure district. Let's not forget Sussy Williams, the pleasure district. That's just one part of a district. Then got CP0 and Wano talking about the weapons, grabbing weapons from them. You know they've been doing this for a while. Hey, it makes sense that they had the weapons and the funds. They already got the money. They got the funds to make anything they want, to buy anything they want. It's all right. I'm with it.
I'll try to fix this title real quick.
Okay.
Fit what we talking about. Okay. So Falcon told me the king of tacos is canon. Is that true, G? Is the king of tacos canon?
I don't remember seeing, like, was he in 9, 10? Like, when they started doing the referee, around 9, 10, 9, 11? He might have been there, because I do remember them having like a representation of like Mexico.
That nigga canon. He
Yeah,
canon.
I do remember them having a representation of
Canon.
Mexico, so he might be.
King of tacos is canon. That is it's King Tacos, brother. Shisha no kingdom. Oh.
Told you, man.
That is so fun. That's funny. I'm sorry. That is genius. That King of Tacos. You guys see it just like the King of Tacos. Why do they, bro? It's another picture right here, bro. Luffy in the goddamn FIFA outfit. I'm done. That nigga said, I'm from Brazil in the Taco Kingdom. Hell nah. The Shisha no Kingdom. Is there anything on the Shisha no Kingdom? I don't know. Okay. Oh my god. These niggas said the king of nothing but it's because it is make an appearance. Oh wow. I'm not gonna lie, the king of tacos not he's I'm not gonna lie, he may not be no bitch, G. The king of tacos just may be that nigga. Because I looked at the translation and shit, I guess it said like King of the Dead. Kingdom of the Dead or some shit. King of the Dead, Kingdom of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
So my nigga may be the Link King, man, the Lynch King, man.
Is that because of what's the holiday I'm thinking of? Passover? Is that it? No.
Day of the Dead?
Yeah.
With the skulls and shit. Cause I
Yeah, they
always
got
thought those
the
skulls
message.
was cold as fuck. Cause I remember my sister, she had a teacher who celebrated the Mexican heritage. So like during that like Cinco de Mayo and shit, they used to be doing shit like that. So like So my sister used to like kind of keep me hip a little bit. Like she used to say little random shit. She probably don't remember, but she
Cinco
used
de
to say little
Mayo.
random shit that she used to learn from school and shit. So yeah, Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo is that it? Today, today.
Uh, I thought that was Mexican Independence Day. Yep, Army. Yep, victory over France. Independence Day. Like July 4th, just May 5th. Day of the Dead. It's just maybe the Day of the Dead, bro. Okay, let me open up Discord.
What's poppin', mate?
Ricky, what's poppin'? What's poppin', Ricky? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream, my nigga. If you didn't read the chapter, my boy, this is what the stream is based off of right here, my boy.
URL.
Right now, we're talking about King
Indeed,
Taco, my
indeed.
nigga. We talking about King Taco right now, nigga. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm chilling, bro. Chilling like always.
Sup, Ricky?
Just run peace discussion, you know, just chilling. Just chilling. Dead.
Sup, Falcon?
Dia de los Muertos. Okay, Day of the Dead is a 2-day holiday that reunites the living and dead. Families create offerings to honor their departed family members that have passed. These altars are decorated with bright yellow marigold flowers, follow the food, revelations from the land of the dead, departed souls. Hear their prayers, smell their food. Wait, once it would have been cold, what other should have did? Because I'm reading the Day of the Dead thing, and Oda should have had like he should have just did just like what Crocodile did with Alabasta, and then kind of converted with his kind of the warlord with the fruit, or the warlord with the land. He should have did Moria in the Day of the Dead in the Shiraho Kingdom, where King Taco's from, the Shishano Kingdom. And then nigga, I'm looking at the fit that bro got on. He pulled up flea as hell, fuck. He like under that sombrero, he got a couple choppers for. He got at least a chopper, G. Swear to God, G. And you know they got shotguns and pistols in One Piece. So I feel like he got a chopper, G. And then his kingdom represents the Day of the Dead with Moria's devil fruit itself, nigga. That would have been fire, fuck. Because Moria had zombies, so it's like you can really say that his connection to the world government symbolically represents the connection between the gods and the dead. In a way. But that's the only thing I got for Mr. Taco in regards to that. But let me see what goes next. So what you think about what you think about two things. What you think about Garp being Dragon's father and Dragon's mother being the Marine? Instead of Dragon being Luffy's father, who's a regular person, and Luffy's mother being the Celestial Dragon.
I mean, you know what's crazy? You know, we got receipts, but you know that's one of my theories. Back when that chapter came out when Garp was talking about the Celestial Dragons and shit, and how they scum and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the only people saying that I think Garp was married to a Celestial Dragon. And I think that because it was around the chapter where we first see Emu and he's looking at the bounties and stuff. Everybody was trying to figure out who that was. And I was saying maybe that's Luffy's grandmother, who's a Celestial Dragon. So it's kind of like that. Obviously, I was wrong about that being Luffy's grandmother, but I always thought that Luffy's grandmother was a Celestial Dragon.
Well, y'all thought his grandmother was a Celestial Dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Because it's a reason why Garp hates the Celestial Dragons too. It's not just fucking Dragon. He's not the only one who hates them. Garp hates them. They both hate them like outrageously.
So you think it's just like 3 generations of defiant celestial dragons meeting up with 3 generations of D members? What, 2
What do
generations
you
so
mean?
far?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you mean by that? But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I feel like that'll make perfect sense.
Because then
I
that
mean,
would
like, we
mean
still need to know who Dragon's mother, I mean, not mother, but Luffy's mother was. So it's still a possibility that she was also a celestial dragon, if Dragon was. You know what I mean? So she married another one of them.
next thing. What you think about Go Rogers Black Blade? They ain't
Is
showing him
that
if
the
using
same?
hockey.
Is that the
That's a
same?
Black
Yeah,
Blade
no.
though.
Is that the same blade we seen him use against Oda?
And
Or
the older
Oda?
one looked like he put hockey on top of it.
And he just imbued it with hockey.
It
I mean,
looks like a
shit,
but
that'd be dope. I mean, look, that looks like what, him fighting Rocket D Zubek. But go back to our last conversation. I don't know if you remember, but we was talking about that, and I was telling you, I think Dragon was there. He had something to do with Guys Valley.
yeah, you was right. You was right.
And this is another thing that kind of like if they pulling from the same information I'm pulling from to create this, they came to the same conclusion. You know what I mean? And that's all I mean. Like he has to have something to do with Guys Valley also. And it's a reason why when we see Chapter 0, Roger, like Roger being executed, we see Dragon there. Nobody know why Dragon was there, but he was there. He made sure he was there to see Roger executed. And nobody know why. So they got some type of history.
It look like they just
Maybe, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that's why Garp hates Shanks.
Would everybody at Dark
Because
Valley know about
Shanks
the
remind him
D-Clan?
of Roger, who also pulled his family member away from him.
Would everybody at God Valley know about the D Clan? Yeah, because remember yo, welcome to the stream, you guys. Hope you guys are doing okay. Remember they said that although the celestial dragon like Merodros, they kick it at God Valley on the weekend. They said they kick it there. They got timeshares there, okay? So they like to be there on the weekend. So of course they should know about the D Clan. That's probably
All
like,
the Celestials know about the D Clan.
yeah. That's why we get limited interaction with them, and it's always interaction with a non-D member. And if it's with Garp, we don't see his interaction with the Celestial Dragon.
but
we
Whitebeard
usually
okay
see it
though.
either before or after. Yeah, would everybody at God Valley know about? Yeah, but Whitebeard or Kaido? Whitebeard was the pretty much the friend of Gold Roger. You can say that on the like you
Would
can
it
say
be
that
safe
Garp
to
was
see Zebek knew what
Luffy's
his
Kobe or
meant?
Roger's Kobe. You feel me? Let me see. Would it be safe to say that Zebek knew what his D meant? It was safe to say that he found out there what it officially meant. So that's when he instantly got to going crazy. That's the Celestial Dragon's kicking spot, and you found just like for example, let me see. Well, give me one moment here, cause I think my sister's just got up. Gotta give her a light. Baby.
Would it be safe to say Zebek knows what his D means? I mean, we know Roger now figured it out by reaching Raptor or Laugh-Tail, whichever one you want to use. But could he have figured it out by different means? Is also powerful. Like it's possible. Just because hell, we got people who came from the past. Toki, or I'm probably getting that wrong, but Oda's wife,
This nigga said
who
Toki
came from the
Toki. I
past.
told you he was gonna do that.
Yeah, like the time check. Hey, you did that shit last week. You know what I mean, though. Toki, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
She came from the past and she knows information, and that's why, to be honest, that's why we seen less of her in her flashback too, or in Oda's flashback, because she might know too much of the past. You know what I mean? We don't know why she was skipping the time. We don't know what she was trying to do, her mission. She was trying to. trying to do other than, I guess, tell her the prophecy of people come back to Wano? 20 years later, I mean, but that was a whole nother scenario. We don't know what she came from or what she was doing in the first place. You know what I mean? So that's something else we would still have to get, which we all probably know or come to the same conclusion that she is alive or might be alive, which is why we got the scar on her leg to identify her. You know what I mean? So she probably know a little bit more than the rest of us too. So her and Robin meeting up would be amazing.
Well, would have been amazing.
Would be. What do you mean? No, I still think she's alive.
That bitch
So I think
crispy.
I think it. She ain't crispy. She's alive, bro. There's no way they let us know. Like, why would they give us the indication of her having a scar? Like, oh man, look, she took a scar to the leg. You know what I mean? To just throw it away and say, "Up, she dead now." Nah, that was a way to identify her.
Right.
And I think she's in the background just because she knows too much about the past. Also, just like Robin got pushed to the back because she might know too much. The fact that she knew Luffy's dad and Sabo was alive and all this other shit, and just said, "Hey."
But that's the thing. That's the thing about entrusting everything to the future, though, bro. That's the whole thing. She even said it herself, bro. She's not going for it no more. She said, "I'm gonna die here with my husband because it's dignity with dying with my husband, with the one I love. I don't want to jump forward in the future and then have to live without him. So I'm gonna respectably die with the man I love in the same with the same era of the man I love."
Listen,
you feel me?
that's possible. That's dope.
So,
that's whatever. But I mean, Pound is still alive. So I'm just saying, Pound is still alive, my nigga. He was cool with dying too.
Who?
Pound.
Wolph also made a good
We see
point.
him. He got sliced in the back, but now we see him on the cover page on a Ralph. I'm just saying.
Pale was cool with dying. What's her name start with? Do it start with the P?
Bon Clay was cool with dying.
Von Clay is essential.
Willipede.
That's so many people.
Okay.
The Willipede, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's that KOL.
Does her name start with the P?
Bro.
That's the question. Does her name start with the P?
Like, hey, listen, King of Lightning said it right on the money. That's the Willipede. Real talk. Like the fact that he's like there's certain things that just, I mean, we see one thing, but
Damn.
I mean, how often does it go through it? And like I said, I don't think that's just a one way. Like a one way. Like, hey, here, let's give her this scar. Let's give her something that don't have so much significance to it, and then we're just gonna throw it away. Once again, hey, look, it goes back to planting seeds. He could have planted that seed there and just said, "Fuck it, we don't really need that." You know what I mean? It don't matter. I ain't gonna do nothing to it.
Happy tears.
But he could. It could bloom. But
No,
bro,
it's
you saying
already
it probably
bloomed.
How?
And because Odin wasn't there when he seen the scar. Oh, like when everything happened, you feel me? That's what motivated Odin to take action initially. You're like, damn, and you injured her beautiful body. Oh, yeah, I'm on your ass. What is you talking about, folks? They said that in the manga, folks.
Hey, bro, listen, that's cool.
That's cool.
We come back. Hey, listen, we can come back to it. You know, hey, I'm man enough. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Life ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't guaranteed. But I'm just saying, if it happens, what I'm saying, bro. If it happens, the prophecy will be right again. If it comes up again, we're going to come back to this episode 1 of the Billion Mary podcast. And we're going to be like, damn, bro was right. I'm telling you. That's it.
Don't worry,
I can see the future.
Nigga, if that nigga Pedro is alive, G, he should be in the Susanoo Kingdom. I'm just saying. Not to be... Nah, but for real, Pedro should be dead though, G. I'm not playing for that nigga should be dead. For he had dynamite strapped to his motherfucking chest, dog. That we not gonna... Come on now, dog. That's the only nigga for like you can bring Pale, but you could argue he dropped the bomb and it just blew him away and shit, and he was just fucked up for a long time because it was like after the time skip we seen him again, but in regards to goddamn Pedro being like, if that nigga, he should be bits, nigga. He should be bits, nigga. That nigga should be goddamn bite-sized piece of road. So I'm sorry, G. Pedro should not be alive, G. That's gonna blow me.
Hey, if he's alive, I'll be dying. I swear I'll be
Okay,
dying. He do drop the ball sometimes,
he
but
does.
hey, he still go Oda. Don't get it twisted. But even
But
goats can have flaws. I mean, I don't understand why God made spiders, but hey, it's the
He's
circle
dope.
of life. Fucking wasp. Oh man,
he's dope.
that's definitely a mistake.
But you have to remember though, bro. Carrot's whole motivation, bro, is for being there is Pedro. Think about it like that.
That's the hey, like that's the Willa P. That's why she's gonna be a straw hat.
That's the only way she's gonna be.
She's gonna take his will and fight for that captain. That's going to change the world.
Facts. So if she found out that Pedro is alive, you feel me? Well,
But she gonna be like, I'm going back to Zoe. Nah, fuck that. She's been with it. She's been with the Straw Hat. She's officially a member to me. I don't give a fuck.
Happy tears.
I fuck with Cat.
But
I think this is like
probably-
the only time we're gonna get a Straw Hat whose backstory goes with the present time period. If she does become a Straw Hat, and I think that'd be real dope because everybody traumatizing events happens in the past. Her traumatizing event was Pedro's, and then she was like, "Yeah, Pedro always told me it's gonna be my day one day," nigga, instantly. So the fact that he died,
It's only right to have a mink on there too. A mink's on the crew. You gotta fish.
every crew has a mink, and so think about it if Chopper gets to messing with Pedro's, not Pedro's, the Reverie is alive. No, the nigga needs to die here.
Yeah, every race man.
Pedro dies in episode 1 of this podcast. Well, Pedro dies in episode 1 of this podcast. So I don't think he's gonna get every race because he's not gonna get King's race.
Who knows? King might be like, fuck this guy, yo, I'm out. You let these motherfuckers Toboropo beat my ass. Now I'm done. Fuck this shit, guys.
That nigga, hey, folk, I swear to God, G, it's gonna be the Soldier Boy meme all over again. Once Jack loses his position, Queen gonna look over Drake.
Drake needs to bigger to fit a continent fuller.
You mean the dinosaur who surrendered when you fell from the sky and shit his pants? Drake.
I knew that man wasn't shit. That fucking Willie Mammoth.
You mean the Calamity? Drake the Calamity? Oh hell, the Drake. Sunny hands to be bigger to fit a continent puller. No, but you got to remember. The only reason the continent puller is a continent puller because they can pretty much stand on sea.
Shit, not even the sea, like the sea floor.
The sea
like,
floor
they not
itself.
Just walking on water. They're not walking on water. They stepping on the sea floor, so their legs got to be long enough to touch, like bedrock, damn near.
So they need a big ship.
Not necessarily. Want to tell you why? Hirugen. He's a giant. 5 people. Boom. And another thing is, when you look at genetics or when you look at things from the ancient time period, so let's say, for example, the continent period, we agree that the continent pillars are from the ancient time period of One Piece history, so let's look at the ancient time period from real history when it comes to animals, okay? Because we are animals. It doesn't matter how much intellect you goddamn have, bitch. You is a motherfucking animal. You is a goddamn mammal. If you're listening to this motherfucker, you is a mammal. The only thing that separates us is opposable thumbs and the will to use 10% of our brains. And you can really argue that since we're different species, we can never really understand other species. So
I'm a hero. I'm a hero.
I'm a Martian. You better not to say I'm a Martian.
I got the victory.
I got the path to victory. Yo, welcome to the stream, bro.
So I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so exactly, they're all Stardust like us. So Pete. Now, when you look at ancient monsters from our time period, when it came to the ancient time frame, it was a lot more. What did they say? Carbon dioxide in the air, if I'm not mistaken. It was a lot more carbon dioxide. So the planet itself, for it to sustain life, it had to produce a lot more oxygen. Thus, the animals are thus bigger. Way shit tons bigger back then than they are right now. Can we agree with that? Am I not mistaken? Is that how the science worked in regards to the evolution between the ancient time frame and our with our animals? Okay, so you can really argue the same goddamn thing because we really don't know what the fuck happened in the Void Century. So back in the Void Century, we know it was a huge war that spanned over 100 years. Any conflict that lasts over 100 years is a conflict that took decades of diplomatic intent before it even failed. You feel me? Before everybody was just like, fuck it. You feel me? So it was a lot of shit that led up to that content, that conflict. So I don't believe the Void Century is just the war. It's everything that leads up to the war and the war. So you can really, like I said during my live reaction, you can really split that time frame within 50-50. That way you can really cover it. Then you have to say you would have to take out the 4th century because everything connects to everything. So if you put one dot here, then you can really speculate that this happened and this happened, and this led to the war, and then this we don't know what happened with the war because they're gonna delete that shit out. But this led to the end result of the world government. But if you know the initial dot, you know that who was wrong in the situation. You know who started the conflict. If you have the initial dot, you can pretty much make speculation on who started the conflict. So with that being said, with a lot of conflict, humans and animals go through evolution faster to adapt. Only the strongest survive. That pretty much what affects genetic code. So if there's no conflict, or we haven't heard shit from the continent pullers, or we have pretty much we've seen descendants of the continent pullers, and you can really argue they can't walk on the seafloor. You can argue that the continent pullers then are way bigger than their descendants because their blood is diluted. You feel me? Due to time and pretty much genetics. So just like for example, yeah, pretty much if that damn skull lay flat on Onigashima, I'm pretty sure the skull itself is the size of the island, or damn near the size of the island.
That's just the skull, so the fucking body have to be like. So I'm kind of finna piggyback on what you're saying, but think about it like this, because now I've been just thinking. So you know how they was talking about in Sabaody, the trees. Those trees are so huge that most of them even touching the seafloor also.
Yeah.
Everything, you got pretty much everything goes back to kind of like if it's touching the seafloor, how huge these animals was, how big these people are, continent pullers, all this other shit. Then you got biblical shit like Adam and Eve. You got the Noah's Ark getting pulled. Yeah. Low key, I think this kind of goes back to the purge itself. I low key think the purge is somehow flooded the world, which
what
also
do you
makes
guys
sense.
Think the creature
if
in
you
the
think
mist
back
is...
to well, not with the fish man, you have to do something else with them. But if they take a lot of things
like
from biblical shit, we know that the world been flooded once. That was the first thing that wiped the world, right? Like in biblical shit, they had to start over, get the Noah's Ark, put different shit on the Noah's Ark, different animals and all that. The world got flooded. It was a purge, correct?
Yeah. So the world was destroyed by flame, and it was destroyed by water.
You know what I mean? So there's always, you know what I mean?
And earthquakes too.
So what if there was different purges? What if they what if they did that a few times? It's the purge. We know of one 700 years ago. When you think about 700 years ago, we know history from 700 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's not that long.
It's not.
We really think about it time rise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is only a speck in the droplet of the universe. Albert Einstein. Let me stop playing. Let me get my Neil deGrasse Tyson there.
You good, bro. I'm with it. But all I'm saying is think about it. How many times had it happened? Last time it could have been a flood. 700 years. We know 700 years in our actual timeline. So, I mean, like, 700 years shouldn't be anything. And, hell, they probably got fucking trees older than 700 years.
Yeah. That's why Robin is relevant.
Our trees get so big, but that'd be, like, only 500 years old. If that, 100 years ago. And they'd be huge. So think about how long it took those trees to grow. Like...
And then you also have the world government whose kingdoms are as old as the Void Century. So they're in a treaty with each other. And so you can also argue, like, for example, when Cobra was like, I can't really read that poneglyph shit. Can't help you with that. I just know it just says it's about this. Because it was that's about all that was passed down from previous generations. But if it's there, you can...
Shit, that also makes sense on why the Sea Kings are so fucking old and so huge. Giants could live to like what? What's the oldest giant we heard of or seen? 300?
Let me see. We can fact check it. Cause you can. What about the giant elders with Big Mom?
Older, I think.
Older, I think. See,
So you
like, just
remember
think
the
about that. Just think about their lifespans.
oldest giant? Soul King Brook is the ninth member of the Straw Hats crew and the eighth to join Luffy's crew, as well as being the oldest and the taller. Now what the fuck? Okay, it says top 10 the oldest characters. So I see one of the giants right here. So let me see this bullshit. Jorul, Jorul. So let me see. I think this is the giant who got flipped on his shit. Yeah, this is the giant who got flipped on his motherfucking head by Kid Big Mom. Beat the dog shit out that nigga. I think he died right there. Yeah, he died right there. 344. He 344.
344. So 344. Just think about that. I mean, this is more to the fucking voice century than we know, and we don't know how many times they did that shit.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. He damn near would have been like. So just think about it. That's one giant. His dad would have been old enough to have lived through the voice century to the point where he probably would have known some information, and that goes back to where it goes to when I said that who knows where that information came from. So Zebek could have known about what the D meant through other means. We just know that Roger got it through Laugh Tale.
Because you have to understand, like, for example, we're in the Yonko saga, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means Luffy has to have a confrontation with Shanks. He said he's gonna have to be, his crew gonna be better than his. Blackbeard is last.
This is the whole Yonko arc. Blackbeard is a Yonko. I'm just saying.
But you have to remember, this is, and then you have to understand, we have the Yonko arc, and then we have the Throne arc. Because remember, it said the Throne Wars, so we're probably gonna have Throne Wars. That's like Naruto's last war. So we got the Throne War arc is next.
You gotta have the World War. Shit.
Throne War arc. So you can really argue that Blackbeard is going to be that Yonko that carries over to that Throne War arc. Even if we all have like all the Yonko, like even if we have all the Yonkos in Throne War or just Kaido's missing from Throne War, it's still going to be an imbalance in power, which causes a big dumb ass war on a few sea battles, land battles, hella sea battles, just big dumb ass war. People gonna come in.
Don't get it twisted. I think Blackbeard should get the title of Pirate King first. I feel like Luffy should have to fight for that title.
Yeah, he did more. I think they should get that at the same time.
They both should get Pirate King title. I mean,
yeah, because you gotta remember, Blackbeard is a D. Because you remember, it's on Laugh Tale, which is the Void Century. Robin's the only one who can translate. Blackbeard doesn't have nobody from the Third Eye Clan. So our only connection is Robin.
Think Blackbeard have to reach Laugh Tale to be
the king.
Pirate King? Or could he just get the title of Pirate King?
So even if
I be no emperor.
So so now Luffy needs to defeat Blackbeard the king. He won't be no emperor.
That's what I think. I think he has to beat Blackbeard.
But if you can argue because they said they have the will there. So I believe that Blackbeard is the type to destroy everything pertaining to shit. If he gets there first, I think he's just gonna destroy it before Luffy gets there. That way he has the last knowledge of the D. You feel me? And then that's gonna fuck up with what we want to see with the Void Century and shit like that. But if they get there let's say Blackbeard,
that would suck.
Exactly. We know Blackbeard is gonna do it. Look how he pulled up to Marineford. Look how he said Luffy won the first confrontation. Look how he did Ace. You feel me? That entire town had shit to do with Ace, folks. He destroyed that bitch. That was the remnant of that was his way of making his mark in history with Ace on that island. Just like Aken Inu's and Aokiji's history with Punk Hazard, how they made they mark in history with their battle by making half the island ice and half the island magma and volcanoes and shit. That is literally changing the landscape of an island. Thus, the government had to block it off. If the government had to block it off, that means that it's not going to be a part of any maps anymore. You feel me? However, the history is going to show that the island is probably destroyed. You feel me? On some Big News Morgan, I print the news. I feel like shit. I print the news I want to print. Fuck, because I don't care what nobody say. But this is off topic, but News Morgan got the hands for. I don't care what nobody say. That nigga, anybody who ran up on Big News Morgan's caught the bitches for. I don't care what nobody say. Gee, that nigga conquers King Morgan.
He said, "I'm a reporter that can fight back."
Oh, fuck. He said you can't print that. The next panel, you see that nigga on the ground where he ain't even get no punch panel, no shit. That's how you know that nigga instantly overwhelmed that man like, that nigga said. Big News Morgan beat the dog shit at that nigga, dog. So Big News Morgan got the hands, conquers King Morgan. That's gonna be my name for Big News Morgan now. Conquers King Morgan for run up, get done up, Morgan. What is you talking about? But anyway, I feel like they should get that at the same time. Or even, I feel like even if Blackbeard gets there first, I feel like Robin should be pretty much there, like beat the fuck up, either unconscious at that point, and he's like getting there right before he destroys it, and at that point you could argue he is technically the king, or Robin would be in the middle of translating the voice century because Blackbeard knows a little bit because it's probably his connection with Zebek. Because I still think he got the real of X, nigga. The real is Zebek, nigga. I'm saying, I feel like Blackbeard got the real of Zebek. You feel me? So I feel like with Zebek going crazy.
I have got to go. Was fun. Have a good day, everyone.
You have a good day too, Falcon. I feel like with Zebek and welcome to the stream, bro. I feel like with Zebek and Blackbeard connection with their body and the Yami no Mi. If I'm not mistaken, that's exactly Blackbeard's fruit with the Yami no Mi. I feel like then he has some type, even if it's a little bit, because every time the initial time we seen Blackbeard, he always talks about conflicting dreams and how it shaped the world and shit like that. So I feel like he has a little bit of information, but he still needs Robin because he doesn't have nobody from the Third Eye tribe to even
Niggas never speak on Sabo SCJ Shrug SCJ Rage.
Niggas never sleep on Sabo. Honestly, Yosa, if you want me to, I can send you the chapter and shit because it's 3 YouTube videos, pretty much showing the chapter panel by panel, or you can read the chapter flat out. That way you can just join the conversation and shit. So we could be in this bitch. If you want me to, I could just send that bitch because I sent it to D-Man, but I don't know if he finished it. So let me see if I can send. Boom. And niggas never sleep on Sabo, bro. It's 2. And then this is 3 right here. I sent it to you on Facebook, family, if you want to read them or watch the video so you know what we're talking about. That's the first 3, well, the only 3 chapters. I would say the first 3, but the only 3 chapters of this fan made shit. It's fan made, but it does contain it does contain spoilers on the One Piece shit, but like on the overall shit, that's pretty much what we talking about right now, Yosa. And no, nigga, because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Sabo had a part in this chapter too, folks. He fought them old man, G, and he didn't do too well. I'll read them. I bet. So let me see. That nigga named Ja Rule. That nigga named Ja Rule. I'm gonna call that old man who got flipped by Big Mom Ja Rule for. I mean Ja Rule for. Can't nobody say. But let me see. What's the next thing in the chapter? Let me see. So what you think about the power scaling for the old man? So let me see. So we're gonna go to the panel. So let's go from right to left. Let me know when you're ready. We can really speculate who gonna fight who with the Straw Hats with this one.
Go ahead. You good?
You at the panel?
Yeah.
Alright, say Mohanda. We agree, Zoro? That's because of hockey off the blade?
So you saying Sabo got smoked?
There's gonna be a member of the Straw Hat fighting each one of these people.
Yeah. Cause this is after the Pirate King shit. Cause he has to learn what happens for Luffy to get motivation to fight these niggas. But yeah, he didn't get beat the fuck up like how Kaido did Luffy. But he.
Alright, so where is this fight taking place? Like, I mean, like, are they fighting? You think they gonna be raiding up top again, or is everybody coming to land? What's happening? How are we fighting
Shit, I would love for them to fight on the island's other 4th century.
You think they could be
Like a
fighting
hidden
like?
map, like a hidden island. Or
Cause like I
they
low
go
key,
to
I
the
don't think
Mirror's
it's gonna
Row.
be Straw Hats, bro. I don't know. I don't know if Straw Hats gonna be fighting their 5 elders.
But we also seen Oda said it himself. We don't gotta do one-on-ones. Only the commanders have to get one-on-ones.
True. Alright, that's just
And dude has a short eye Katetsu.
no,
What
so
did
I can
Luke?
see Zoro. I can see Zoro fighting a nigga flat out.
He had to fight that nigga, G. Like, and then let me see. Is Monopoly Man usually in the middle? Yeah, Monopoly Man usually in the middle all the time, right?
Shit, I don't know. Talk about nigga with the look like
Saint
Monopoly on
Nicholas.
steroids.
Yeah,
He's usually on the couch in the middle.
Luffy. He's the most serious. G. I feel like Luffy gonna fight him, but before him, Saint Fernand. Do you feel like he gonna fight Sanji, or you feel like he gonna fight Zoro?
Dude with many martial arts could fight Jinbei. If
Thank
we
you.
talk about strictly like straw hats and stuff.
Yeah, just strictly Straw Hats. We can go into other captains and shit like that later.
The dude that
Uh,
master observation in armament, William,
yeah.
I leave him to Sanji.
And I want him to fight Jinbei just because of the karate shit. I'm not gonna lie.
And dude who got the Zoan, I'll probably have him fight Frankie and Brooke. If we just talk about straw hats.
Facts. If you just talking about Straw Hats. See, I wanted Jinbei to fight Fernand, and then I wanted Sanji to fight William.
Yeah, that's what I said, nigga.
Because we never got that. He kind of looked like Virgo. We never really got that end of that Virgo fight. So he got to fight somebody. Massive
So
both
we got pretty much
observation
the
and
same
armament.
lineup.
Yeah, so it goes Zoro, and then it goes Jinbei, then it goes Luffy, and then it goes Sanji, and then it goes Chopper.
You got somebody in a weak trio fighting him?
Yeah, shit. G, you know how I feel about Proper, G. I'm sorry, G. He's a zone user. Chopper needs his shine. G. Chopper needs his shine.
Well, they had to hit that growth where they not considered a weak trio. Because we talk about elders here. And if they on the scale of these motherfuckers, for real, in the chapter, then they're going to be like that, which a lot of us think they will be some type of strength. They ain't going to be weak.
Yeah, they're not.
Then you can't have no weak trio fighting any one of these. I don't think.
I feel like they're gonna get up to about Tottenham Luffy level in game.
So they gotta get it there. They gotta be on point if they gonna fight one of these. That's why I ain't happy anybody in a weak trio fight one unless they doing support. Which
Of course, Luffy said to himself, "Nigga, ain't no one-on-ones, so I'm not gonna get mad. You can't get mad because we jumped you. We can't get mad because we
They gotta
jumped
be in the
you."
background. But see, I got motherfucker for real captains fighting these motherfuckers. Like fucking Zoro could be a captain, so that's like, you know what I mean. He's a vice captain. That counts. Kid, you know what I mean. He gonna fight.
Who the fuck is Kid gonna fight?
You know
Okay, let's
what I
go
mean?
from right to left. Fuck it, let's go from right
We
to
got,
left
if we
again.
picking like commanders or people who's a part of the supernovas or some shit.
We can
the
pick
new generation.
anybody. We can pick
Hell,
anybody.
even Katakuri. I feel like some of these pirates, some big name pirates, will be a part of the final fight when it comes to the world. You can't have people sitting on the sideline. Luffy left some people alive. So I mean, hey, let's say if you had the new generation, Yamato, Luffy. We don't know much about Yamato, but if he could fight, if he's on Kaido level, if he's gonna take control of the kid or the fucking beast pirates or whatever. If Katakuri get a hold of Big Mom pirates, we still don't know what's gonna happen to the Emperor's next. So I mean, like, who's all gonna be involved in this fight? Revolutionary Army members. Sabo will be fighting one of them. He's already fighting one of them. You know what I mean? In this chapter, just, you know what I mean?
Okay, so we have to understand, like I said, I feel like they're not gonna really have no confrontation with the Gorosei because the Gorosei is the closest to Imu. So you could really argue that Luffy don't even gotta fight the Gorosei.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if
So
the Straw Hats are gonna fight them. Period. Like I don't know if the Straw Hats are gonna do that. It's so
so I
many
feel like
elements. Like
now that I think about it, so let me see.
there's too much shit at play.
I feel like this has to be post laughter because of the
Because you
fact that
got
Luffy needs
fam.
motivation to take down the last people.
You got the admirals. Whose side are the admirals going to be on? Are they going to be helping them fight the world government? Are they going to be fighting for the world government? You
Hold
still
on.
got the Marines in play. You still got like the Gorosei, Emu, weapons,
Yeah.
ultra weapons. I
What
mean,
the
I
fuck is
can't
this
say
Final Fantasy 7, nigga? We got the diamond weapon.
shit. Yeah, Emerald,
Platinum.
Ruby.
Ruby. Oh, yeah.
Fucking man, you got all these.
I don't
Fucking
care what
weapons,
nobody say.
all
Ruby
this
was the Pokemon weapon, folks. Ruby was the Pokemon weapon. What was his name? Grandolph?
Sabo
The
got
red one?
Sabo. No, huh?
Ruby
Not
was
in
the
this
red
chapter.
one,
But
right?
I know you're reading it, Yosa. So go ahead and read. Yeah, Ruby was the. You talking about Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ruby was the red one.
So
Emerald was the
honestly,
green.
yo, so if you wanted to, what we can do, because this is the very first episode, the other episode I could title it like episode 0. But Tony, send me like what pictures you want to shit. Send me your logo in the Google file so that way I can make a thumbnail. Cause you know I already got my logo. Yosa, if you want, once you finish chapter 1, we can talk about strictly chapter 1. Then you can do your thing. Or if you want to do all 3 and go through it all 3 like after you finish them, then we can do it that way. Because I'm not gonna lie for it. This shit hard. This is like some shit we wanted in the one, like all the Dragon Ball Super fan mangas and shit we got for, like all Dragon Ball fan mangas we got and shit. Gee, they did this with justice for. I'm not gonna lie.
This should have been motherfucking. This should have been in actual Reverie. This should have been the Reverie arc.
Yeah. So let me see. So you feel like Zoro's gonna fight Mohanda because of the sword, but what if Sanji fight him because of
Because
his
you got to think,
if it's Zoro?
is Zoro still gonna fight Mihawk one more time? Is that still gonna happen? Is Mihawk? Could Mihawk fight one of these motherfuckers?
See, I was
Mihawk
saying.
fight him first. Is Zoro see Mihawk get fucked, and he like, hey, let me fuck this dude up on him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. I was saying in my live reaction, bro, that I feel like Mohanda, like like the government just give out titles and shit. So I feel like Mohanda, what if Mohanda was like the real #1 swordsman? He was like, you know what, Mihawk, you go ahead and do your thing, because if you really look at it, Mihawk really don't flex that title. He really don't flex that title like that.
I mean, he just do what
He just be like, nigga, you weaker than me, folk.
His actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, but he doesn't flex the title at all. Like, even you can already Luffy actions speak louder than his words. You feel me? Because he back up everything he say. You can speak periodically, Usopp. In time, in the essence of time, Usopp's actions speak louder than his words. So now he got 5,000 men. He got 5,000 men now, and he's a god. He's God Usopp. Okay.
Yeah, we all know he just had observation hockey before everybody else, so he was seeing the future. He was foretelling. He wasn't lying. He was
Super
foretelling
observation.
what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Observation stronger than Katakuri. You just saying Katakuri can only do a few seconds, and Usopp can do years.
Man, from this rate, Usopp could do centuries. He could just see everything.
Fact, he pre-told Nolan. he told us about Nolan before it happened. So Zoro fights him. So about San Fernando, for Ferdinand. Saint Ferdinand. What dang that nigga name?
Don't ask me.
Saint Pete.
I'm
Saint
terrible
F.
at
Saint
names,
F.
You know that.
Who?
Ferdinand. Like Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
I don't know, but he's master of many martial arts, including fishman art. It looks like fishman karate and stuff like that. And Rukushin, like that shit that CP0 used.
Yeah, Rokushiki.
Yeah.
So who you say you got them fine top tier people?
I mean, shit. If we talk about martial arts and shit like that, I mean, like, hey, I'll put him versus motherfucking. Who's known for hands and shit among. Let's put him versus what we brought, like fucking Yuru
Cosmic
back.
Armada Discord
You rude.
Yeah, let's have him
Don't
fight in
disrespect me. Like, what the fuck is what?
Let's bring him fighting in Rouge.
What?
Let's put him
No.
back into play with his karma fruit. Every time he hit him with his martial arts, he just come
What?
back with that. Let's have him fight
What?
another.
Oh hell nah, fuck. I'm about to go smoke a square, folks. You finish your list. G. You come over the actual list. I'll give you 3 minutes. G. I'll be
Let's
back in
have
3
him fight
minutes.
that nigga. Nah. Let me smoke that
I'll be back in
cigarette.
3
Don't leave
minutes.
your people, your fucking people here. That'd be funny though. Let's have him bring up. Let's him make Rouge something more than what just a off. Oh, he fought one of the sweet commanders. Let's have him fight one of these people. Let's have fucking Supernova Warlord. All the people you think that could be here. Fight these motherfuckers. Not just Sabos, not just named people. Let's bring all these people that's lurking in the background. Killer. Let's have Killer and Zoro fight. Mahanda. Let's just have some people that's we don't usually think of when we talk about these high tier fights, fight. Because we could say Luffy, Kid, Law, Sabo, Katakuri. If Yamato is a fighter or some shit like that, and he don't look he don't look down on people, or he don't got that Kaido mentality, he could be one of the people to fight. But we could all say those people. But what if it's like some people that's unexpected? So would you be a good one for him? Just saying. For what? Saint Nicholas? Use other what? Miracle fruit and a miracle human. So he just got like muscle. He flexing that muscles. Hell, that'd probably be a better fight for you. Really, for real. But we don't know if this are their actual titles. That's the only thing that's wrong with it. We don't know how they really fight or what's really going on. I don't know, man. But if we're going after this, it'd be hard. We don't know what this fruit actually do. But we doing this fantasy matchup. That's where Sabo could come into play. For real. Burn this nigga to hell. I don't know what he got, what his fucking powers actually is. So, I can think of somebody like Sabo. Who else can I think of that's like on that level? Because I'm trying not to use straw hats. Can't really think of anybody from Supernovas right there. Or any defectors from different fucking tribes and shit. Or clans and pirates. I don't know, so I say Sabo. Sabo would be a good fight for him. St. Williams, observation, and armament. Hockey master, so he got both of them. You could use somebody like Hancock. She still got a beef with the Celestial Dragons. You know, she got armament, observation, and conquers hockey. I use somebody like her or Kuma if he gets his memory back or some shit like that. Then with that last dude with the Zoan, I would just use motherfucker Drake, X-Drake. Bring him back into play. Use somebody with a Zoan. One of the giants maybe. Part of the Grand Fleet. I mean, you still got the Revolutionary Army commanders that you could probably use for one of those things too. But that's what I think for like random ass people or some shit like that. Obviously, if we was using like top tier motherfuckers, Zoro, Luffy, Kid, Law, what I use. Yeah, I could have said some of the Marines.
Nigga said juice. What the fuck? Tony.
What's up?
My bad, bro. Okay. Did you actually come up with your list? Actual list yet? I heard my niece talking, so I had to make sure
I
she
was
was
talking
good.
some bullshit. I was saying I was still using like just random commanders. If I could just think of just random people that people want to think of fighting, and I still kept the rules on that list too. But like, cause I don't want to say like it's gonna be all like. I really don't want to put the straw hats and everybody we could think of versus the go say. I
All
just
right.
feel like it's bigger things to fight.
Okay, we got sword. So Saint Starvos versus Drake. T-Rex
I mean,
fight.
that was on that list too. I put Drake against him versus the zoning user. If I was to use some other people, some of the people I couldn't even think of anybody that'd be a good matchup to him. That'd
Saint Nicholas, Eustace Kid.
See, I had considered Eustace Kid a top tier, so I didn't want to use him.
The
You know
reason
what
I
I mean?
use him because Mercury is metal. Well, yeah, Mercury pretty much metal and shit. He pretty much is a harder version of metal, and if Kid has the pretty much what the
See,
fuck is that?
I was
What the fuck is this
also
fruit?
saying like magnetism and shit
Yeah,
like that.
magnetism. Then he can technically attract the metal off the old man.
See, what I was gonna say was I didn't know exactly if, like, let's say this ain't actually what they do. You know, you could say Mahunda? You could say that he's a swordsman, flat out. Like you can
Yeah,
automatically say he's a swordsman because you got the sword to indicate, like he got some type of, and he got that Japanese type style, like
one type
yeah,
shit.
you know what I mean? So you could say like, yeah, he's definitely a swordsman. But for everybody else, we don't know exactly what their powers might be if they got devil fruits. If you know what I mean, we don't know what the case may be with them for real. So
Yeah,
it's even harder to match it up. But if we was just going off of this translation of it or this fan made version of it, then yeah, you definitely put Eustace Kid versus him if that's the case. Or
yeah.
Sabo. I had Sabo too. Fire, melt. You know what I mean? I definitely put
I
Sabo.
see Sabo playing the part with Emu because he is the second commander with Dragon. So if something happens to Dragon, he is the commander of the Revolutionary. I want something to happen to Dragon, personally.
Shit. So as we meet him, have something happen to him?
Yeah, once we get
Oh no,
everything we
we
need, because
know.
all the information we got from him initially is he's Luffy's father. So all he needs to do is just fill in Luffy in on his origins and what his and why he pretty much went the route he did. And then after that, we
So
don't have any use for him. And then
peep game.
after that, we have enough information for us to feel some way about something happening to him. Just like with
When,
Yasue.
when we meet Dragon,
Hmm.
Garp's gonna be there. Luffy's gonna be there. When we meet him in person. I feel like we're gonna have one thing with all of them fighting the same enemy. At least.
Blackbeard.
I don't put Blackbeard on the level of taking on all of the Monkey D. No, definitely not. I don't think it's gonna be Blackbeard.
No,
Probably
but
Emu.
you gotta remember, folks. Blackbeard don't do 1-on-1s. For Blackbeard don't do what the fuck.
Listen, Blackbeard is gonna be definitely Luffy. But Luffy gonna feel
Yeah.
like he needs to handle that. Like he's just gonna have to handle that like that, man. And like you said, yeah, they don't do 1-on-1s and shit like that. But then another theory, that theory we've talked about could come into play where the real Blackbeard would show up. You know what I mean? Not that weak ass Fofo. The ones about that action. He fought Ace 1-on-1. Don't forget that. He did fight
No,
Ace
the
1-on-1.
fuck he didn't, boy. What?
He did. He did.
Wait,
At
wait,
first,
wait.
like
The
yeah, like
initial
Ace,
confrontation, folks.
Ace
Shit,
had a,
G.
Ace had a motherfucking like he came into contact with those motherfuckers. Dude did try to shoot Ace and shit, but obviously that shit didn't work and shit. You know what I mean? But when it came to straight powers and shit, when they was fighting those ones, yeah, he fought him 1-on-1, and his power just overpowered Aces. Am I wrong?
I don't know, G.
No, go back, bro. You referencing it and shit like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can
He
pull it up
fought
after.
Ace. After that,
But
you feel me? After he realized his crew wasn't up to par, he was the only one who could counter him. But
right.
initially, my nigga,
Yeah,
what's
initially,
folks' name?
Ace
What's
wiped
folks' name with
their
the
ass, bro.
sniper?
Hey, he fought. He shot fucking Ace without hesitation and shit.
Well, I'm
Like,
sorry,
yeah.
G. That nigga, he up the pole, for you gotta respect. No
You gotta,
talking,
hey, you
no
gotta respect
talking.
it. That's what
You
pirates
know
do,
what we
bro.
here for? He like, yeah, nigga, ain't you the nigga who killed Thatch G? Yeah, nigga, what's up, Teach? Folks up pole, like, bitch, what? Foo. Actually up pole
Exactly.
on
So
there.
they
Then we
was
got
they
Bird
had
just
nothing
throwing
on Ace.
buildings. We got Bird just throwing
Did any one of
buildings.
them damage Ace at all?
Of
Like, if
course
you
not.
can remember.
But and
Exactly. So
then,
you remember you see what I'm saying? So in reality, even after all that shit, he wiped him. Because even then, Luffy fights people before he gets to the boss, right?
yeah.
So it's if we're going by that standard, it's not a 1-on-1. He was fighting through all of it through the whole time and still fought the boss, and that's a 1-on-1 fight. But he took battle damage or whatever you call it. But we always still consider that a
Slowho
1-on-1.
welcome on the
So
stream.
the fact that Ace wiped these motherfuckers like, yo, fuck that, you're the real deal. Blackbeard had to handle that 1-on-1. Am I
Yeah.
wrong? Okay, so he fought
To a
him
degree.
1-on-1.
Afterwards.
He fought him 1-on-1, and Blackbeard handled him regardless.
Yeah, he handled them
It's a pirate
because the way
life.
his devil fruit worked.
Hey, regardless of the case, but
He
we
handled them.
gotta remember, even before that, Shanks
Mm-hmm.
popped up saying like, "Don't fuck with Blackbeard for a reason. It's not just the devil fruit, bro."
Yeah, because he
He
injured
said,
him.
"Don't fuck with this man. Don't fuck with him."
Yeah, I give you that. However, when Blackbeard can't
However, this
handle
nigga
something,
always, however,
when Blackbeard can't handle something, who did he call? He don't call. He don't call Ghostbusters, for he called his crew. when
shit, hey,
Whitebeard
Luffy
did
do
that to
too
that
though.
nigga,
Luffy
for
do
he
too.
called his crew. He helped me. So what
Hey,
the
that's what
nigga
they for,
go?
bro. This lethal interjection. You got us for a reason. We're gonna jump this motherfucker if we have to.
Facts.
But when it's all said and done, this nigga can handle it. When it's all like he
Facts.
can handle his own, bro. He's a monster. He's
Facts.
different. And that's
Facts.
why I
I
got
give you that.
respect. I don't disrespect Blackbeard for doing some pirate shit.
You can't.
I
You
won't
can't.
do it.
Luffy
Just like
respected.
Luffy didn't. Luffy respected Katakuri regardless of what the little Fupon or whatever her fucking name did to him.
Flampe.
He's like, hey, look, hey, listen, it's a pirate life. I get it, bro. I get it. It's understandable.
Yeah,
Katakuri
he
was
said.
like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm a real nigga. I injured myself. I got you, bro. But see,
Fuck
people
Curry
got
tweet. He is me. Boy, it's not that, boy. It's not that. What you mean? It's
real
not that.
talk.
Best believe, G. It's not that, G. I got you. I'm knock this bitch out, and I'm stab myself, nigga. You don't gotta do
I'm
that,
a
for
real
it's,
one.
it, it's
Like I'm about
cool,
to
G.
say,
I
it have
understand the
to.
fuck that pirate shit, boy. I got
Like
this,
I'm a
G.
real one. Right. I could
I'm
be
like,
trash
okay.
with an injury. I didn't want them in. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I mean, like, hey, when it comes to a 1-on-1, Blackbeard got it also. Just remember, hey, when they went to Impel Down and they just walking past, nigga, did that, what was, dude with the poison? Well, I'm not having blanks right now.
Magellan.
Magellan,
Go
yeah, why
Jellin.
Magellan?
The nigga we seen never lost a fight. That nigga
That
never
nigga
lost a
just
fight.
walked past them, poisoned these niggas, and kept walking like, hey, whatever, hey, y'all gonna die eventually here, boom. But regardless,
Facts.
Blackbeard had no bitch in him, bro, or his crew.
Facts.
Like, and they still lived. Like, yeah, if dude wasn't there, they probably would have lived and shit. But still, hey, who knows? No bitch in him, and he still went there, grabbed his crew, made people fight to get in his crew, walked away. You don't really need. Look, Blackbeard actions and his feats, like, hey, they speak for himself. They speak for themselves.
They speak for themselves. No, G.
Whitebeard crew tried to come after him, and they got washed.
What? Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Wait.
I'm
Okay.
waiting.
Okay. Two things.
Don't wait.
Two things. Whitebeard never wanted his crew to interact with Blackbeard. Okay.
I'm talking about
Even
after
initially.
the case.
I know.
After
Wait.
the case.
Even initially, Whitebeard never wanted his crew to even get on that. You feel me? And then even during Marine Forward, when Whitebeard seen the nigga, he told his crew to not interact with this nigga. I got this. Folks. If it's not me, G, y'all do y'all own thing. You feel me? So when they had the payback war, you feel me? That was just off the respect of what happened with Whitebeard. They didn't respect Whitebeard riches. You feel me? Can we all agree with that?
But what we getting at though? They got
Okay.
washed.
Wait. We don't know. It's a difference, bro. It's a difference because we don't know if Blackbeard himself washed everybody or Blackbeard and friends washed everybody.
Does it matter? Because it was crew versus crew. It was
It does matter.
a former warlord crew, like his whole crew, a former warlord versus a new warlord.
Okay, so
Well, actually, that fight made him the new warlord because he took all his territory after, you know what I mean, after the payback war.
okay, so do you
So
want
they
to
lost
argue?
all.
So in this case, bro, what you're saying is that it doesn't matter whether it's a one-on-one in the fight or a crew versus crew fight. Whoever comes out on top is officially Yonko level, right?
No, where they come in at? We talk about like between Blackbeard and Yonko Commander crew. Like not because the Yonko is dead. Whitebeard was dead during the payback war. So you had the commander Marco leading the Whitebeard Pirates, who was a former #1 commander. He was pretty much king to Whitebeard. But well, you could probably say Ace was, but
Continue.
we
Marco, because he was there for Roger.
Exactly. So we got him going versus who actively went after Blackbeard, started the payback war, and they lost. Can we say that's correct?
That's correct. That's kind of.
Okay, so I'm not saying like he just went after the Whitebeard crew and then he took his territory. That's what made him a Yonko. But no matter who he interacted with, like Blackbeard came out alive and came out more feared by those people. To the point where Shanks was actively trying to get this man stopped. And actively trying to tell commanders to stay away from him.
Now you can argue. We don't know how the Shanks and Blackbeard confrontation started.
No,
it could have been the Kaido situation, where they just happened to be at the same place. Well, Kaido situation, it was more of Kaido ambushed they ass. Like Kaido, like this is the specific island above this island. Apu take them to this island. Okay, Kaido man's gonna be stationed here. We should station. We should attack Kaido's men. Oh yeah, Kaido boy, we here, boy. Drop down from the island right now, boy. We right here in front of you. He just drops down. That was an ambush situation, in my opinion. Do you agree with that?
Right, the fucking Kaido dropped it down on the exact location where this alliance is getting formed to take him or take out Shanks.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we know that though, bro. Like we know that Apu was a part of the pirates, so he got the information. Kaido actively came there and squashed that shit from the get go. It took another person since Apu was already part of his crew. He took Hawkins under his ring and then wiped the rest of the kids' pirates.
All right. So now we know. Another thing we know is Blackbeard doesn't do any unnecessary confrontation.
Facts.
He could have stumped out Luffy.
If it's against his if he knows he had a disadvantage or he knows there's a probability of him losing,
or if he got better shit to do,
he's like, all right, I'm cool. Yeah, I got this. I'm straight. We not ready. Just like he said flat out, we not ready to face Shanks' crew right now. Y'all not ready. Come on. Let's just go.
Yeah. But that's probably them being at the same place at the same time. Shanks being the Yonko and having the network that just like Big Mom has. You can argue that Shanks, you can argue that Whitebeard has a bigger connection because Whitebeard was pretty much grown. You feel me? During the time of Goldie Rogers, so you can say that his information network was better. That's why it was bigger than Big Mom. That's why it was so important from when he died in regards to the Marines and in regards to the world, because so much information that Whitebeard had is now lost. Or you can say it's passed down to Marco. That's why we need that Marco versus Straw Hat interaction. But we know that
Which information you
Blackbeard,
talk about exactly?
in
Like what
general,
right?
just information in general, because he was at God Valley, so you know Whitebeard still carries shit from God Valley. Whitebeard's last conversation with Roger and shit. So he does have some relevant information in regards to the background
Okay.
or lore of
So
One Piece. You feel me?
we know that like what the information the information that Goldie Roger told Whitebeard, we gonna get that regardless through the
Yeah.
poneglyphs itself. God Valley, we could get that information from either Garp and Goku. Roger's dead, Whitebeard's dead. You got Big Mom who still knows. You got Kaido who still know, and her crew could know.
Yeah.
That goes back to that conversation we was having earlier, where you can kind of get that information from a few different locations. You know what I mean? When it comes to like even knowing the information about the deed, there's multiple people who know about the deed. Whitebeard's one of them. Goldie Roger told him about
But you
the
gotta remember,
meaning
bro,
of the
this
deed.
this is not about that, bro. This is about Blackbeard.
I know, bro. This stuff you was just talking about, though. I'm not just
It's
bringing this
about
shit up.
Blackbeard.
This is shit
It's
you
about
was just talking
Blackbeard,
about.
really. But I'm letting you know that how
I'm
like
bringing
I'm
up
about to
everything
connect
you
it
was
back
just talking
to
about.
Blackbeard and how he doesn't really move for no reason. And so the only confrontation he had with Shanks, he fled. You feel me? So you can either argue that either A, Blackbeard was on he forced the confrontation with Shanks, which we know he probably did it
Okay,
because of Shanks'
but
power. So it was
if
probably just them being on the same island at the same time.
all right, if Shanks wanted to come into conflict with Blackbeard, he could have then. Same goes with the Marines and everything.
Yeah.
He betrayed the Marines right then and there. He betrayed them right then and there, and they knew that.
Yeah.
Shanks knew how dangerous he was, and he actively didn't go after him.
Yeah.
So you could say that if he really wanted that beef, he could have did it then and there.
Yeah.
But
I'm talking about the.
he's also know.
Go ahead.
I mean, he also knows the danger that could have happened. He knew that there's a whole bunch of things that happened at Marineford that they knew that the Marines was weak then too. All the admirals was just in a fight. Fleet admirals was just in a fight against the White Bear pirates. All of them was weak. The only crew that was probably well enough to fight right then was Shanks' crew,
Yeah.
and they still didn't go after them. Why? I mean, if yeah, if you can figure that out, I don't know if he's that much of a danger, or like if Shanks was really about it and really like that, where he should have stopped him there.
But you also gotta realize Shanks is not like the other Yonkos. He moved different.
True,
Do you
they
think,
all move different. They
like
all
for
move
example,
different.
exactly? So do you think really that Big Mom and Kaido's are gonna be able to go to the Gorosei and be like, "I come to bargain"?
Fuck no.
Only
If
Shanks
the
has that power,
Gorosei, you
right?
gotta think about it like this: Gorosei moved different.
Yeah.
Shanks was throwing around weight a whole different way.
So
Kaido
another thing is,
he
wait,
throw
wait.
around weight with strength,
Another thing
flat
is,
out.
bro. Another thing is that Shanks. We already know one thing about Shanks is he doesn't really give a fuck about the character. We can argue he doesn't give a fuck about the Pirate King title. He really don't. Like he has already entrusted that to Luffy with the new generation. So in regards to Blackbeard, he probably understands what's going on with the D. So he knows that Luffy and Blackbeard confrontation is going to be inevitable. So he's leaving. He's already left everything to the new generation. Blackbeard is part of the new generation. Shanks wasn't Shanks there during the God Valley incident? Not. It was Zebek.
No,
Okay, he wasn't there, so you can argue that they pretty much told him about the God Valley incident. You feel me?
because you
So
gotta
he
think,
he, he has
right?
some type of
Go ahead.
information that he knows for a fact that he's not going to be just like with Roger. Like Roger knew for a fact he's not going to be the one to take down or to bring on the new age. Just like Shanks, he trusted that real to Luffy. So with Blackbeard trying to bring on his own age, he has to trust that to Luffy. That's part of Luffy becoming the great man. So
What you talk about dealing with Blackbeard? He's entrusting that to Luffy.
yeah, because once he looked at
I
Blackbeard, he
mean,
also looked
nah,
at Luffy.
bro. I can't agree with that, man. I really can't because, like, we know he's actively been trying to stop Blackbeard. He been trying to figure out a way to stop him, and if people's theory is correct, and just like the Ohara chapter, he wants to stop Blackbeard actively like the will of Blackbeard or the will of Zebek
He wants to stop the will
actively
of
trying
Zebek.
to stop him. Exactly. So I can't say he's entrusting that. He's been actively doing that. So he's not saying, "Hey, Luffy, you do that." No, he's been actively trying to stop that. If that is the case,
See,
you know what I'm
but
saying. So I
I'm
can't say
seeing
he's
it
leaving
differently.
that will to. He can't leave that will to Luffy. That's not definitely not what he's
I
doing.
feel like he's trying to stop Blackbeard's overall progress, not Blackbeard himself. Like Luffy's gonna stop Blackbeard himself. That's what I mean by he's
That has
leading
to
it to the
happen.
new
That
generation.
has to happen. They've
But
been
Shanks
leading the
as a
generation.
Yonko, he has the network, so he's trying to stop Blackbeard overall progress towards his dream, but he knows he can't stop Blackbeard himself. Or he's not gonna try to stop Blackbeard himself because he's gonna leave that part to Luffy. Because unless Shanks is a D, you can really argue. Unless Shanks is a D, nigga, you can argue that he really doesn't necessarily have any real motive to fight Blackbeard. Only Blackbeard has motive to fight Shanks, not the other way around. He just
He
has
could
motive to
be.
stop
What
Blackbeard
got Shanks'
progression
last name?
towards Pirate King to give Luffy the chance to catch up.
We ain't got his last name. We ain't got his full title. We
Yeah,
don't know if he's in
that's
the
what I
same
said.
mission.
That's what I said. Unless.
I mean,
But then, hey, once again, that's just a great thing about One Piece. There's so many things in play, so many things you can think of. We got so many people who's carrying on different people's wills, so many people moving in different directions and moving in different ways. I,
Yeah, that's the most important thing about One Piece is people
you
wills.
know,
Because the people wills pretty much literally leads to, even with Flash, that's why we get the flashback every arc because people wills itself leads the story of One Piece. So if you can connect the wheels, you can connect the story of One Piece. That's literally half the story. Just like with with Arlong. Arlong affected New World. Even though he affected East Blue, he also affected New World because he has the same ideas as Fishman Tiger, but more of a terroristic ideal in which it affected the way that Hody Jones seen the way that humans treated Fishman and it affected his outcome or the way he wanted to treat um, humans as well, thus inheriting Arlong's will. That's how you can say Fishman was like the end of fucking the East Blue version of the fucking Grand Line. You can say Fishman Island is literally the end of the Grand Line or the end of the East Blue Saga version of Grand Line. Because every arc has its parallels. Like so, Fishman Island is literally the Fishman arc back in East Blue with Nami. So those are just two wheels that's connected that you can pretty much see how he inherited this guy's will and it affected his action and the story this way. And that's how we pretty much get the way it affected the weapon or Shirahoshi, which is going to be relevant to the way she views the world from here on out. You feel me? So if you connect the wheels, you can connect the way. I mean, you can connect the way. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to talk about before we end this podcast? Oh yeah, two things. What you think about not Zoro, my bad, Dragon fruit being named the Windrun fruit?
I mean, I think most of us probably came to the conclusion he has either a wind fruit or can fly somehow. But every time he show up on the scene, he got wind or storm, lightning coming down. So he got either a storm fruit or just wind. I like that. I know we don't get much of Dragon, but obviously I'm one of those people. I fuck with Dragon. It's because you kind of get an idea of what he's fighting for, and he's not trying to change. He want people to fight for themselves. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Rise up, do the thing. He got a whole different goal, whole different agenda than a lot of these motherfuckers. And knowing that he has the power of the wind, like he's trying to change the wind of destiny. You ever hear that saying? And
yeah,
mangas are anime and shit. Wind
yeah,
only fits him. You know what I
yeah.
mean? He's going with the wind. He's changing the winds, course of the winds. I mean, his fruit being named.
Calm before the storm, controller of the storm.
Now I
Cause
had
that's
to
what
drag.
like.
I
Yeah,
had
you
to.
you of the D clan always bring a storm with you. But I feel like, see, like in my live reactions, I said I want him to have like I was kind of mad that they actually named the fruit. I feel like that. I feel like that's one thing that should just left up to Oda. Like that's the only my only gripe about this is they actually named it. You feel me? I feel like he should have had like if they would have gave him anything to just like kind of like even if they was wrong, they could still be right. They would have said like the nature fruit, like Mother Nature, since he's technically a god, and the Mother Nature is a reference to Gaia, which is like the titan or god of nature, or pretty much the embodiment of who was it? Uranus, who was the god, who was the father of Kronos, who was the father of Zeus and them. So since Kronos freed Gaia and them, she became the embodiment of the god of Earth at the time frame, or the titan of Earth, who represents Earth. So
You
if
know
she would
they
have had
think
like the
Green Bull
nature
has
fruit,
that though.
huh?
Nature fruit. They think Green Bull has that. A lot of people do. Or
Think
think
who?
he has something to do with
Green Bull, Admiral
See,
Green Bull.
I want a green boy that had like a time fruit or something. I don't know.
Nah, definitely. He definitely have to have something to do with plant based or like something like that. Especially from them saying like he hasn't eaten for days or weeks or some shit like that. And you know you got to have some type of nourishment. So he probably just getting nourishment from the sun type shit.
Yeah, but they could go fighting for days on end though. So if our stamina lasts minutes, but their stamina could last days, that means if our stomach could last this long, their stamina could last that long.
Shit, the way they be fighting, they stamina can last.
Facts.
But hey, man. But then again, we don't know because we seen Luffy run away from battles to get stamina back because you know stamina it don't just last forever. Gotta stop, get some stamina.
Yeah.
We think about them fighting for days. We think, oh, they just been fighting non-stop. Maybe they was fighting, getting breath, getting away from each other, getting some
Yeah.
breath. While one was looking. Boom. Get back to the action.
Because I was thinking more of just like, for example, let me go back to it because I was looking at it and then kind of fucked me up.
I gotta get something to eat in here in a minute, bro.
Shit, me too, bro. I'm about to end the podcast, so that was pretty much the last thing I wanted to discuss today. I was thinking more of. Say the last thing you said, bro, so I can re-jog my memory.
Fuck, I forgot, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta get something to eat.
Okay. Let me see. What was the last thing you said? It was about dragon, wasn't
We
it?
was talking about like changing the wind, like him having his fruit, but not. But we was past that because you're saying how
Oh yeah, Gaia. No.
they should left that to they should left that to Oda, and we start talking about
Oh yeah. Okay, we
Gaia.
was on Green Bull. We was on Green Bull. Okay, so I feel like for him being like, yeah, I'm fasting. We got the slow down fruit from Foxy. We got the fast forward fruit from Odin's wife Toki Toki. I'm always call her Toki Toki from Xenoverse. I don't care. We don't get pause. And for him to be able to say, I haven't ate this long, that means you have to probably put your stomach or your body in the stasis so that way you don't really get affected or you don't get worn down. Because I'm pretty sure he still has to do other shit while he's fasting, you feel me? So if he has the ability to pause it, then that means he can pause himself. If it's a paramecia, then when he awakens it, he can pause the world around him. Thus making him admiral level. But I wanted him to have the nature fruit because that way, even if they bring in like they can also reference the storm, he brings lightning and shit. You feel me? Because you can't just because you got high winds don't mean you gonna have lightning. You can only just do like hurricanes and tornadoes and shit. But if you set the nature fruit, that means it could affect like he could just have like the base 4 elements and shit. Like I was saying in my live reaction, he could have the basic of fire, wind, earth, and water like the Avatar shit. And then just like Nas' album, if he has Cockers, King, Hockey, he can have like ether and shit. That'd be like ether because that's something you were born with. It's not nothing you can train or anything like that. And it would have been like it would have made his character like a way more roundabout. But because you can argue a storm could just come with you just having strong ass Conquers Hockey, these niggas could just split the sky and shit. And then they say it's 10 billion. Huh?
I said then with the precision of his lightning, he has to control it somehow. I mean,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know he don't got the lightning fruit.
Facts. That's why I said like the nature fruit. But last thing is 10 billion berry bounty. These niggas had to start a GoFundMe / here go my PayPal in the description / Snapchat premium. He's like, yeah, the Celestial Dragon need to borrow some money to make this nigga bounty 10 billion. I'm damn for y'all niggas broke. Bro. I thought y'all had the pants, bro. But yeah, that's the only thing, a 10 billion berry bounty, supposedly. What do you think about that?
I'm with it. Just because it don't have to be that high, but
Yeah.
it does have to be higher than Goldie Rogers and Whitebeard. Just because he's not the world most wanted pirate, most wanted revolutionary. He's the world most wanted man.
Yeah,
You know what I
facts.
mean? And that's a whole different thing.
A whole different thing. I feel it, bro. So that's pretty much the end of the Ohara chapter. That's pretty much the only all the things we can just connect just by reading from this chapter and pretty much what we got up to this point. The Billion Berry Bounty podcast is probably going to be more than just the Ohara chapter if my boy Tony is available. After I do my initial live reactions for the regular One Piece, we can talk about the One Piece chapters. If you want to do something like that, bro, you'll be down for something like that.
Yeah, I'll be down.
All right, so then we'll just make a time and a place and schedule for all this shit, so that way we can make this thing an official thing for the YouTube/Twitch channel. I'll probably give it its own day when the chapters come out, or probably about the time, so that it can be fresh in our minds when the chapters come out and shit. But besides that, anything you want to end on, Tony? Nope, my boy
It
going to
was a
sleep.
great
All right,
chapter. I was eating these chips. I don't want to crunch. But it was a great chapter. I hope they keep up the great work. It was amazing. It's definitely great on the world building, which is why we all love One Piece,
yeah,
mostly
facts.
because of the world building. But it's definitely keeping us entertained through this hard fucking time for a lot of us. I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody stopping by the stream and by the podcast later on, no matter where you catching on or what day you catching on. We appreciate it, and hope for the best.
I appreciate shit. It's Wolf Nara shit. Nigga, we been a little bit home. Let me see. Hold on. The last one was 6 hours because we had 2 chapters. We only had 1 chapter, so it makes sense this one was 3.5 hours, folks. So, hell no, that shit makes sense. That's funny as hell. But anyways, it's your boy Wolf Nara. Consider like, comment, and subscribe, and consider joining the Cosmic Armada. I will have that linked in the description below. If you're in the chat right now, let me see. Boom.
Cosmic Armada Discord
It's in the
URL.
chapter. It's in the chat right now. Consider following your boy. You can join the Discord if you want to chat some more One Piece theories. Try to connect some shit to the story. Anything you want to talk about. But anyways, your boy, Wolf Nar, I'm up.